Live from the Rose City Studios in Pasadena, California. It's the What Happens When podcast with your hosts, Gene Van Horn, Just Mike, and G5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world's most dangerous podcast. I'm your host, Gene Van Horn. With me tonight, as always, now new addition to the show, All-Star Jen. She doesn't like that name, but we'll figure it out some way. That's her social media name. With us in the building tonight is probably the most decorated guest we've had in here.
It's kind of insulting.
As far as it is, yeah, because you're not decorated at all. But is a good close friend of mine, star of the new hit show, The Oath on Crackle. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arlen Escarpeta.
Hey, what's going on? It's a good word.
Man, it's been a while. How you doing, man? It's good to see you.
I cannot complain, man. It has been a while, but I'm doing well.
Doing well? How was the drive-in? We were just talking about the drive-in.
Drive was good. I know Pasadena. I went to PCC for a little bit. However, East Colorado, West Colorado, Colorado Boulevard, one of the three. You know, it took us 3 tries, but I made it here.
So that's cool. You went to PCC. What did you go to PCC for?
I was a sociology major. As a matter of fact, right before I transferred from PCC to Loyola is when the acting doors kind of opened up for me, and I decided to go full tilt, and I didn't go back to school, but it worked out for me.
That's cool. Loyola, man. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Loyola's it's a nice school. I like the campus.
Oh yes, campus is beautiful. I mean, I grew up on the west side too, so it was close to home. You know, like you said, yeah, nice campus, and sociology. They have a great sociology program there, so I was ready to go up until those acting doors opened up, and I said, here we go.
Now I'm terrible with like degrees and what they're supposed to do. What do you do with a sociology degree?
You know what's so funny? You could do almost anything with a sociology degree, but for me, what happened, I took one sociology class. I was a business major, and once I took that sociology class, I realized like how it was just interesting. But sociology, you're studying people and society, and it's never the same. You know, in math, 1 + 1 is 2. Unless you deal with trigonometry. But even then, with sociology, people in society are constantly changing. It's constantly different. And it was just so interesting to me. I said, I want to study more of this because it wasn't so 1 + 1 = 2. You know, there wasn't one answer. It was perspective. It was from 1990 to 2000. LA is different. You know, the landscape is different. The people are different. The ethnic breakdown of LA is completely different, you know. So with that, it was just interesting to me. And then with acting, it worked hand in hand because you're studying people, you're studying society, and as an actor, you are constantly put into different settings where you're playing different people at different times, dealing with different issues. So it just allowed me to just people watch and, you know, just soak up as much knowledge as I can. So, you know, lead into the next character, whatever I'm playing next, I could just maybe have some insight, or even just allow me to approach my character from a different perspective. With sociology, you don't get to choose. You're not left and you're not right. You only get to be in the middle, and you get to watch and survey from up above, you know. So with acting, one of the worst things you can do is try to judge your character. You know, if I'm playing somebody, that's who I'm playing. So I'm not choosing left, I'm not choosing right, I am.
That's dope. That actually kind of sounds like it fits perfectly. How did you, what made the jump? You said it kind of opened up for you.
There was a film. My old manager at the time had a film called The Players Court, and I was privy to this movie and the script like months ahead. You know, so I read the script, he let me audition, and it was a long casting process of them trying to figure out who's going to play which part, whether I was able to get the part or not. And once I got word that I got the part, it was a matter of, okay, how much time are you going to be able to put into this, you know, because it was like a full-length feature film. And I decided, you know, this is something I have to do. Up until that point, I had left football. I had a partial football and track scholarship, so I had left football first because football takes up all of your time.
Right.
I was still able to do school, and I was doing track because I could do individual workouts, show up to the track meet, no problem. Then I started getting more auditions here and there, and so then I gave up track. So then it was just school and auditions here or there. And then once I got this movie role, there wasn't going to be time to do school and do that. And I talked to my mom and my family about it, and thankfully they were just extremely supportive. And my mom said, if this is what you want to do, go for it. Just go all the way with it and, give it 100%. And so I got her blessing, and I was like, okay. And that was all she wrote, man. I mean, that film got me into the Screen Actors Guild. It got me my first agent.
Wait, just one film got you Screen Actors Guild?
There's a thing called Taft-Hartley.
Yeah, it's usually like 3 vouchers, right? You
can. It's basically paperwork.
Right,
if the film is willing to do the paperwork and pay some of the money, they can Taft-Hartley you and get you your SAG eligibility right there off of one job.
Oh, that's dope.
So I didn't have to do the 3 voucher thing. Thank goodness I didn't have to do any background work or anything like that, and it worked out for me, man. And like I said, it got me my first agent. It worked out for me, which I'm still with that agent to this day for commercial, print, and voiceover work. So
dope. Well, shout out your agent. What's your agency?
Oh, that's CSD. Cunningham, S. Scott, Slevin, DePini.
All right. Is that like all different people, or is that just...
Oh, yeah, those are all owners. Yeah, absolutely. They're
Cunningham.
S. Scott, Slevin, S. Scott, DePini.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
That's
I was
dope.
going to ask, did you ever think about going back to school?
I still do.
The sociology?
I still do because I enjoyed it. I was a nerd in school. I enjoyed it.
Because you sound like you're very passionate about it. That's
why I was
asking if you would
It was
go
fun.
back.
It was fun. Like I really enjoyed it. I think that's one of the best things someone can do is go to school and enjoy what you're learning. When you're in high school or you're in junior high school, they tell you what you're going to learn. They give it to you. Here's your curriculum, and that's that. Unless you have a cool teacher, which I did have some cool teachers that allowed us to learn outside of the regular curriculum. But once you get into college and you get to pick and choose what you want, it's really just what piques your interest, and what works for you. And hopefully at the end of the day, you can tie in, a career and make it make sense. For me, I've always been the type of person, I told myself when I was in junior high school, I was not going to have a 9 to 5. I used to practice my signature on my desk in math class because I figured I was going to try to do something just because I didn't want to have a 9 to 5, but I didn't necessarily know exactly how I was going to do that or what I was going to do. And sociology, when I was in school, it was just, it was fun. It felt good and it intrigued me.
So in math class, would you scratching it in the desk? So you're admitting to vandalism is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Oh, perfect.
Absolutely. And not on what was funny, not on top of the desk. The little outer area that surrounds the desks.
Yeah.
It's the wood. I'm not sure how they
What
made
middle school is this?
This is Pacoima Theater and Fine Arts in
Fine
San
Arts.
Fernando Valley.
So he's here right now in Pasadena. Y'all come get him.
So you already knew that you were...
I knew I liked acting. It's so funny because I've been...
That's why you knew you didn't want a 9 to 5 because you're already going to the school.
Kind of, not really. Let me tell you what's so funny about that. So I became an actor in 4th grade because I liked the way it made me feel. I had the messiest desk in my elementary school. I was the most talkative kid in my class, and I was the only black kid in my entire school at the time. I got moved from one school to Euclid, which was a gifted magnet school. And so I'm there now, and our class got picked to do the school play. And our teacher, Miss Allen, she decided that we were going to do Hamlet, Shakespeare. And of course it was like, compressed, not the broad version that you would see, but nonetheless it was still Shakespeare. And I figured I was going to get one of these small roles and just skate on by, because that was my thing at the time, just skating on by. And she didn't let us pick what we were going to audition for. Instead, she started telling people what they were going to play based off what she thought. And I'm waiting.
You're like, I just wanted the lights.
Yes, and all the smaller roles are getting eaten up. They're going away. And then she says, and Arlen Escarpeta is going to play Hamlet. And my heart dropped. And I had a conversation with her after class, and I said, Miss Allen, I don't think this is something that I can do. And I gave her a list of people that I thought in my class that were better served to play Hamlet.
And she's like, well, you talk too much, so you obviously want to be the center of attention, so we're going to put
Basically,
you.
and she and my mom had a good rapport at that point because I was always getting in trouble in school. And like I said, I was the only black kid in the entire school, and she was the black teacher, so they put me in her class.
So now there's a little favoritism, maybe.
Not really. Not with my mother, no. This was
No,
like...
the teacher.
This was house watch.
This was the teacher. She was like, Oh, we're gonna put the only black kid.
Well, you know, I mean, what it was, I think they were trying to make me feel comfortable, maybe, you know.
Nah, the white
Who
parents was
knows?
pissed. Why the black dude gotta be happy? What, all the parents, you know, you ever seen online like Jen does cosplay, and like you ever seen like a black person
Oh, where they're playing a
cosplay
different
white
character?
white
Yeah,
character,
absolutely.
and then everybody just loses their mind, you know.
Well, listen, as long as we don't see blackface, I think for the most part, I'm okay.
Yeah. No, it's crazy because it's okay for like Dave Chappelle to do a white dude. Nobody really complains.
Right.
Right.
Nobody's
But
like anything. They love that. They love Chuck
Right.
Taylor.
right. But
I
if
love Chuck
but if
Taylor.
like say Jen, right?
Yeah.
Jen is black and Mexican. But if she does Shadowcat, right, which is a white character
Right.
in the comic book, people are just like, well, you know, Shadowcat's white. Like they really are
Wow.
upset about that.
No one's actually.
It's like
actually,
racist.
No one said anything to
Well,
me about it.
in
But
the
it's-
cosplay
there
world.
have been some people that said stuff when white people make their face just a little darker. Like you can't put
Which I
bronzer
think we
on.
all feel
it's
weird
a
about
touchy
though.
subject.
like
It's
that.
weird.
Like,
It's weird.
bronzer, like relax.
And at the same time,
Relax.
there's that double standard, you know, like I think I had an audition the other day.
Now, if I painted myself white to play, you know, a white character,
Blueface?
oh, that's me. all day.
Avatar.
Yeah, no, my bro Donald said what's up.
Oh, tell him what's good.
Yeah.
I blue face it all the time. So.
I mean, like I had an audition the other day. It's funny that you bring that up because literally one of the lines is the teacher calls this kid racist, and the response is, "What are you talking about? You're black." You know, so it's a very touchy subject.
Yeah.
You know about how racism, you know, even through comic books and stuff like that. You know, Michael B. Jordan playing the Human Torch. You know,
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
like
that was a big problem too.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
mean, you
people
know, a lot of
complained
people,
about it. Jen
I
hated
hated
that.
it.
well, I didn't think the movie
mean,
was great, but yeah.
I couldn't even watch the movie just from the previews. I was
Overall, it wasn't a good movie. And then you got the girl from what's Amandla? I forget her name, from the Hunger Games book. The way she described it in the Hunger Games, a lot of people in their mind thought she was supposed to be a little white girl when
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
black.
Oh.
A lot of people. I mean,
What was her name in that movie?
Rue.
Yeah,
She
Rue,
played
Rue.
Rue. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was. I thought she did great too.
Yeah.
in the Hunger Games.
Yeah. The little girl that died in the first Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I only watched the first Hunger Games. I didn't watch.
But
Well, the
basically,
little black
that's
girl
how
that
I
died in
started.
that
That's how I figured out I liked acting. I did that play, and that play, I just made me feel good about myself. And so then after that, I kid you not, it was all an accident. It was not. I shouldn't even say accident. It was fate because I had nothing to do with it. I literally just walked on by and things just fell into place for me as if I was supposed to be there. Met the right people at the right time. My manager that did that movie, that produced the film, he met three guys who went to my high school that got a record deal, and my counselor let me leave school to go hang out with them in a music video when she probably shouldn't have, and that's how I met him. Like literally everything just kind of fell into place.
Performing arts high school. School, right?
No, yes, but
So then she's like,
I mean,
go ahead, do it.
Was your
Yeah.
counselor also black? Like
no. She wasn't. She was actually Armenian, if I'm not mistaken.
You're black, obviously, but you're Belizean, right?
Yes, I'm from Belize. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you from Belize or you were
Oh
born
yeah, I was
here?
born in Belize. Yeah.
Oh, so you're Belizean.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, dope. Okay, I thought you were like first generation American.
No. 100% Belizean, man.
Oh, no, this might be a stupid question because obviously I'm from America, so we're dumb. What language do they speak in Belize?
That's not a dumb question. In Belize, they speak several languages, man. So we speak English, but in Belize, the English is actually Creole, which is like a broken English.
Okay.
But it's not like the down south Louisiana Creole. That's completely different.
Right.
This Creole is very similar to, like, if you listen to reggae music, dance hall, that's what it sounds like for the
Which I
most
don't.
part. You should.
Yeah.
You
Nah,
should.
see,
It's good
you
music.
gotta have
You
rhythm
must not know how to
start listening
dance.
that
You
or
said
be
it.
high. Yeah, see, exactly. Exactly. I don't know how to dance and I don't smoke, so I just
I don't
skip that
smoke
genre.
either, yeah. So they speak that. They speak Spanish. They speak. You have the Mayans. You have the Mestizos. You have the Garifuna who speak their own language. Literally, you have probably 5 or 6 different languages in Belize, but their main ones are Creole, which is English, and Spanish.
Now, are most Belizeans dark skinned?
No,
Because every single one I met is like a black dude or a black chick. I never met
no,
like a
man.
different color Belizean.
you go to Belize, you're
Now
gonna
that I think
see
about it.
you're gonna see black Belizeans, you're gonna see white Belizeans, Asian Belizeans. You have the Mennonites who are literally blue eyes, white hair. And they got their land given to them by the Queen Elizabeth years ago, and they use no technology.
Yeah, they're Amish, right?
Yeah,
They're like
exactly.
Amish
So they're
people.
Belizean. You go down the list, man. We come in all different shades.
Let me
shapes.
go down to Belize and see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy.
Speaking with a straight Belizean accent.
Freaking colonizer, bro. Straight colonizer.
No, I haven't met any.
Every
light-skinned
Belizean I met.
Belizeans.
Yeah, they're all.
Y'all gotta
good.
get
Or
out
I
of
should-
get
I
out of
should say,
Pasadena.
I should say like more fair skin. I haven't seen any fair skinned Belizeans.
Really?
Yeah, I've been.
Where do
I've
y'all
been
go?
Many places. Maybe I ran into them and I didn't know they were
I don't know.
Belizean.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe.
Just like Jamaica.
But yeah, well, Puerto Rico too.
Yeah, same
'Cause
thing.
Puerto Rico has a lot of white
yeah,
Puerto Ricans.
which is where we filmed the show. Yeah,
Oh, that's where you filmed the show.
we filmed the Oath in Puerto Rico. Yeah,
Did you?
and I felt like I was back at home. I kid you not.
Yeah, it's a great place, but
Coconut trees, mangoes.
it sucks right now because of the power situation and everything that's going on for
it's
them
it's
right
not
now.
the power situation. It's a politics situation.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Hurricane did what the hurricane did. Now this is all man-made at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hate the president right now, but
rightfully so.
it is what it is.
Rightfully so. I mean, there's a
I don't
lot.
think
There's a
you
lot
have
to
any
to
opposition.
be upset about, man. It's unfair. It's one-sided. You know, Puerto Rico didn't ask to be part of the U.S. They can't even vote.
Yeah, no,
they
they
can't even vote
can't.
for the presidency.
No, they
so
could serve in the military, but they can't vote. That's
which
crazy.
is crazy.
Yeah, it's really, really
It's
crazy.
a one-sided negotiation.
Yeah, it totally is. Well, let's get into the oath. How did that come about? How you're a big part of the oath. Like
Yes.
you're the FBI infiltrator guy.
Yeah, undercover.
So
Damon
basically,
Bird.
I don't know what we could say with your snitch ass up in here. I don't want you snitching on nobody up in here. But no, tell us a little bit how it came about, and
I got the audition for The Oath, and what's funny is initially I wasn't keen on the character of Damon Bird. I liked the character, but he was written a lot older than what I play, and so I had my eyes on another character played by my buddy Corey Hardrick got the role of Cole Hammond, and so initially I was like, I should be going out for this character, and I ended up getting a call back. Go to the callback, and it's funny is that for actors, you don't like jobs initially sometimes. You're not 100% keen on them, and then once you start going for a callback, you start getting to know the character more. You start liking it more. Like you start gravitating towards it more. So by the time I got to go for my callback, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now about playing this character. My only question is, what am I going to do with this age thing? Because sometimes they punish you. If you look too young, if you look too old, you're not what they think you're supposed to be, you kind of get X'd out the equation. And so I go to this callback, and I promise you, I'm seeing cats that play 30s or mid to late 30s, but they're in their 40s. You know, they're
Right.
older, but they play younger. And I'm like, man.
the most Stacey Dash actors, like
Exactly, the ones that don't age, you know. And I'm like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. And I promise you, I was just as surprised as anyone could be when I got the call. I got the offer for the job to play Damon Bird. And I was like, I got it? And I was like, what about the age? And my manager was like, they worked it out. And I looked at that first script, and it's funny, my girlfriend Toy was with me when I got the script, and we're looking at it. They changed the age.
yeah, that's good. Well, that means
know,
it means you left an impression, right?
I hope so, yes.
Also, your girlfriend Toy's with you today, but she didn't want to be on camera, and also she wanted to be far from talking because of her in and out breath.
What is it? A number 2 animal style?
Oh,
2
that's
spreads?
a single though. That's a single. You gotta get the number 1.
Nah,
You gotta try. Keith Kloss put me on to mustard fried. You ever had that?
I've had mustard with my fries before. Yeah.
No, mustard fried burger.
No, man.
It's an in and out. So
That's like the secret menu.
yeah, it's one of the secret menu deals.
Look
it's
at
a lesser
Toya's face
known-
though. Look at her face. She's like, what?
Right. So Keith, I did
Yeah,
his
of
management
course.
for a
Keith
while.
Kloss. Yes.
By the way, it's his birthday today. Shout
What?
out, Boss Kloss.
Happy
It's
birthday,
Happy
Keith.
birthday.
Bring
it's
me
his-
something back from China, man.
It's his birthday tomorrow, but it's tomorrow in
What
China.
does he bring us back from China?
Nothing. He lives there now.
What?
He's not coming back.
I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, I'm actually. My wife doesn't watch the show, so I'll say this: I'm gonna surprise my wife. I think I'm gonna take her to China this summer for our anniversary.
Wonderful.
And it's like
Wonderful.
the only show she watches.
And I know she never watches the
The
show.
one show she
Somehow,
watches.
right now, she'll watch this one.
And you go home and be like, so we're going to China?
Yeah, exactly. I just talked to him Saturday. You got to talk to him through WeChat
Yeah.
because there's no Google, there's no
Yeah,
Facebook,
exactly.
none of that junk.
Unless you will know, there is a way.
VPN, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
There
He has
is
a
a way.
VPN, but the area he's in kind of sucks for internet.
Okay, absolutely.
It's
That's what he
spotty.
told you?
Yeah.
That's what he told you?
That's what he told me.
I
yeah.
talked to him like 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. But last time he came back, he brought stuff, but this time he's not coming back. So he said he'll come back to visit for like Christmas or something.
I'm proud of him, man. That's wonderful. He deserves all the blessing that comes his way, man. He's a good dude through and through.
Yeah, he is. So happy birthday, Boss Cloth.
Yeah.
One of our one of our normal listeners is like, I've arrived. My internet is shitty as ever. But that's actually crazy. We met through like the Keith Kloss connection and the Power 106.
Hooping with Power 106, yep.
E-Man and all of that.
DJ E-Man, yes.
I haven't spoken to him in a while either.
He's good. I talked to him like last couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, because your knee's all jacked up. Or what is it? What'd you blow out?
I have stress fractures in my shin that are still healing. Multiple stress fractures.
No, what happened? You got Toya pissed off. She whooped your ass. Huh?
No, just a little undefeated flag football championship season. That's all, you know.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
That's right.
I'm sure they finished it without you though.
Oh no,
He finished
they wouldn't have.
undefeated.
They wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm a big part of this team, man. We'll see how they do this season because I'm out this season. So
were you
playoffs.
undefeated, like 1-0, and then you hurt yourself, and then that's
No,
how
it's like whatever, like
you guys lost the
13-0.
rest of the game?
We won the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, whole
All
thing.
I don't think he would keep throwing undefeated out there.
It's all good.
Undefeated.
You're gonna jinx the whole next season. You guys are gonna go 0-13.
I'm not. It's just happening right now. I'm not even playing this season.
Now
So.
what? My bro Silk the Shocker said that y'all played in the EB, was it Entertainment
In
Basketball
the E-League, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you guys are on the same team, or you just played against each
I
other?
think we were on the same team at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, Silk was cool, man. He had a good game. I remember he passed the ball well. I kept trying to force him inside to play big.
Wait. He passed the ball?
Passed to me. He doesn't pass you the ball?
He don't pass ever, except to P. That's the only time he passes the ball.
No, man. From what I remember, he passed the ball well.
That's
Yeah.
how that works.
They say how you get a stress fracture from playing flag football.
You juke somebody. You juke somebody out their socks. They slip and their cleat goes directly into your shin.
Oh, so he was playing flag football. So he was playing soccer.
Nah, it's American football. I like that though. I see what you did.
Yeah, it's all good. No, so yeah, Silk. I was with him yesterday for Easter. Happy Easter, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was with him for Easter yesterday, and I was like, yeah, Arlen's coming on the show, and he was like, man, we played in the E-League together.
Yeah, man.
So Silk usually just like phones it in those E-Leagues. He played also with my boy Columbus Short.
Okay, of course. I know Columbus as well. Yep.
Yeah, they played on the same team for a little while, like 6 years ago or some junk.
Now, who didn't pass the ball to who?
Oh, Keith, I call him Keith. I knew him before he was Columbus Short.
Yeah.
So his name is Keith Columbus Short.
Yeah.
Right. So I always call him Keith. Keith doesn't pass the ball.
That's
now
facts.
Silk.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Keith, I've never seen him get one assist. Never.
You've seen him get attacked.
Yes. I've seen him get thrown out of games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, this is.
He plays with his heart on his sleeve.
This is celebrity league, bro. You know that, right? Like you're not gonna win an NBA championship.
Go big or go home, I guess.
Yeah, that's my guy. Haven't spoken to him in a while since like he had like a little deal that was going on, little issues.
Yeah.
So he kind of just went MIA for a little bit, but
hopefully for good though. Hopefully for some good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a break and taking a step back. So yeah.
Yeah. So he needed it. So, but he's a good dude. But yeah, Silk told me that he's stopping by either next week or the week after. But he told me to tell you what's up.
Definitely.
But tell us more. I haven't seen, so don't ruin the rest of the show for me because I've only watched to episode 4.
So the Oath is it's the inner workings of cop gangs, and exactly how they operate for good, for bad, for personal growth or whatever however you want to look at it. My character is Damon Bird. I play an undercover FBI agent who
snitch
infiltrates the Raven cop gang and
infiltrate is a fancy white word for snitch.
Oh no,
he's a snitch, yo.
Yeah, listen, you can say what you want to say, man. Listen, they need me, but it's funny in this show they need me and I need them. It's weird because this show is not about that black or white. It's that gray area where things are not, the good guys are not always good and the bad guys are not always bad. And it's a special show, man. It's smart. It's gritty. It's raw. There are no punches that are held back. There are repercussions for every choice that every character makes in this show, and that's one of the things that really attracted me to it. The writing is based off from our showrunner. It's he's a 15-year veteran when he was a sheriff deputy. You know, he was also undercover for a little bit. So a lot of what we're telling is either based off of what he saw, what he knew, what he was aware of, and of course it's been manipulated so that we're not snitching, because we're not snitches.
Right.
But at the same time, it's based off of real events, you know.
Yeah.
Then of course you have 50 Cent as an executive producer.
How was that? Was he ever on set?
Yeah, 50 came down to visit us, man. You know, that was special, and I've talked so much about him in different interviews. Like he's that dude. Like literally, there's a reason why he's successful, and when you meet him, you experience exactly why. You know, he's smart. He's on top of his game. He came down there. He didn't come down there as a fan. He came down there as an executive producer. Knew all the actors. It was good, man. He's a good dude.
Right. Yeah. I've met 50 a bunch of times, and you definitely get that feel that he was kind of made to be a boss.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He doesn't rest on his laurels. He's next plan, next thing. What's happening next? You know. And I'm definitely taking a page out of his book, because I definitely want to be successful in this industry. And one of the things you have to do is branch out, and you got to be more than one thing. You know. He's an actor. He's a producer. He's I think I just read he's taking some directing classes. He just signed up with the DGA because he's going to be directing like season 6 of some episodes for season 6 for Power. He's a music artist, you know. Yeah, what can you say?
Yeah, he's always a good connect to have too, because he's always got his hands in something.
That's right.
Yeah, that's cool, man. What's your favorite episode of the show? Which one did you enjoy doing the most?
Oh wow, that I enjoyed doing the most? Probably the first episode.
Episode 1.
Probably episode 1, just because, and it, you know, that's not fair. It's hard to say because we were cross shooting. That means we shot in
Different
one day. We could
scenes,
shoot
different.
not even like 1 or 2 different scenes. We literally shot episode 6. In one day we shoot episode 6, 2, 5. We were bouncing around the entire time, so it's hard to pick exactly one.
So how about a favorite scene? A scene that's like.
Episode 6 was
stuck with
good.
you the most, I
Episode
guess. I don't
6.
know.
Someone just told me to say episode 6. What did you say, Toya? No, she's right. Episode 6 was definitely a special episode for me. One of the reasons I get to share the screen with Toya. She plays my wife on the show.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's why.
It was good. It was special. You know, no. I had nothing to do with that. You know, she got the job on her own.
Episode 6, you like the fact that the part where you get to really double and dabble in the Ravens' world, where you get to stand up against them at that one scene.
I was gonna get there.
It doesn't seem like you're getting there.
I was gonna get
It
there.
seems like you just.
Yeah.
No. So everything she just said right now.
Yeah.
Me being married for the last 12 years, everything
So
she just
you've lost
said.
your words too, where they just speak for you.
Yeah.
You've lost those. I was
Everything
gonna
she
get
just
there.
said.
Already.
I'm going to say it now. So in episode 6, a couple things that happened in episode 6. So Damon Bird finally feels like he's a part of the Ravens, you know, which is interesting because he's still an FBI agent, but he's almost melding into this world of this cop gang and seeing that they're not necessarily always the bad guys, you know, and he's learning a lot from them as well. Because when you meet Damon, he's very young and he's still growing up and learning, and being with the Ravens, you kind of watch him grow and become who he ends up becoming. And then also in that episode, I finally get to stand up to my FBI boss, who is literally by the book. Like, she doesn't want to. You want to talk to your wife? Sorry, you got to get to work. You want to do this? No. Like, she has almost no sympathy towards the fact that there's humans behind the badge. Her thing is it's the badge first, and that's it. You know, and that's kind of how she who she's become. You know, she's kind of been tarnished by that world of being an FBI agent and being a cop, and she's jaded, and so she doesn't see that family side of things anymore, and so she's trying to lead Damon down that path, but the Ravens show him a different way.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that, and the way you describe it, I hadn't seen the movie Donnie Brasco.
Yeah,
but me and my bro Jay, you remember G5?
absolutely.
We were talking about it over the weekend, and I was telling him about the show, and I'm like, yo, the show's dope. And he said, man, that kind of reminds me of Donnie Brasco. Like, that's one of his favorite movies
It's a
of
dope
all
film.
time.
Absolutely.
I've never seen it.
Special. You need to. It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't strike my fancy.
No
I'm not like
fair-skinned Belizeans, no Donnie Brasco, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, all right. 0 for 2.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, okay, one of my favorite movies is Casino.
Okay.
Like, that's one of my favorite movies.
Casino's the business, yeah.
But, like, I don't really like the Godfather series.
No, I haven't seen The Godfather.
I mean, it's one of those movies you got to see, right?
I'll trade you. You watch Donnie Brasco, and I'll watch Godfather. All 18 hours of it.
There's a lot more of them than there is.
Yeah, that's why I said all 18 hours of them.
Right. I'm not going to watch every single Godfather, but...
You kind of have to.
Nah, I just watched the first.
That's like watching like one season of The Wire. You got to watch everything.
Yeah.
But if you're just over it, though.
Nah.
Yeah.
People still talking about it 20, 30-something years later.
Well, that's because people are stupid. I've come to find out that people are dumb. But I wasn't a big fan of Godfather, but I love Casino.
Yeah, Casino, Goodfellas. You see Goodfellas?
I like Goodfellas.
Yeah,
I like Goodfellas. You gotta like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I think that's just one of the. But everybody's telling me you gotta watch
The
Donnie
Oath.
Brasco.
The Oath.
I'm watching it.
You
I'm
gotta
on it.
watch
I'm on
The
it.
Oath.
I'm on.
Opportunity.
I'm watching. I'm watching The Oath. I am on it. Trust me, my wife, she's going back to school to get her degree in nursing.
Absolutely.
So she's getting her master's, but I don't want to skip without her because, as you know.
Are you using her as an excuse right now?
No. If I watch it without her, it's gonna be a week of trouble, and I don't want that.
You can't watch it twice? It's that good.
So when I do that, for some reason I have a tell. I've been with this woman 17 years of my life. So she knows. Yeah, she knows when I've seen.
When you fake surprise.
Exactly. Because I did that with The Flash, right? We watched The Flash.
Absolutely.
And then, like, I started being home on Tuesday, and I'll just pull it up, and I'll watch it, and then she'll come home, and I'll try to watch it again. But, like, The Flash has a lot of twists.
Right.
So when that twist comes, and I'm not like, oh, my God, babe, did you see that? She's like, you watch this already. Turn it off. And I'm like, oh, man.
Does she ever tell? She might be watching stuff on her own too. You don't even know.
I'm not.
That could be her thing. Like,
And if that's the case, you should just trade off.
I can't watch this anymore.
Right.
Subtlety is not my greatest asset, so she probably does have a talent. I just don't pick up. I'm terrible at
She could
poker.
be at the library watching all these shows without even telling you.
Yeah. Somebody said, could we get some black gangster films up in here? Hooligan? Did you watch Hooligan?
Hooligan? You mean Hoodlum?
Yeah, I was gonna say I never seen Hooligan.
I've
Hoodlum,
never heard of
yeah.
Hoodlum's with Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, Lawrence
I've seen
Fishburne. The Posse. That's Mario Van Peebles.
But that's more of like a western, right?
But still, it was hood. It was like gangster western, straight up.
Remember when Mario Van Peebles was what was that, Solo?
I don't
You ever
remember
see that
Solo.
movie where he was like an android and he was like, I want to be like Mike, and then they made him look like Michael Jordan.
Nope.
No.
Wow.
Nope.
I'm a nerd. I didn't really get into Hoodlum. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think any other black gangster. Come on, New Jack City. That's a classic. It's one of my favorite films.
Yeah, that's
New Jack City.
somebody said Boys in the Hood. That's more like
yeah, Boys in the Hood. Juice. Oh my gosh.
Juice.
Menace to
Juice.
Society.
I remember. Man, I mean, I watch Juice. If it comes on right now, I'm watching it.
Somebody
right
said
now.
Harlem Lights, and then the other dude was like, nah, not Harlem Nights.
Nah,
Chill.
that was more of a comedy.
Yeah, but it was still dope.
Yeah, it's
It's
funny though. Yeah.
Yeah. Which genre do you like to do the most?
I need the meat and potatoes, man. I like the heavy work. I like the heavy work. Trying to think. I'm a weirdo. Let me think. What's that movie with Angela Bassett that I love?
Waiting to Exhale?
No. Yeah, she was great in that too. The one with her and Matthew McConaughey with the Alien movie. Jodie. What is it? With Jodie Foster. Contact.
That's a terrible movie.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Contact is one of the worst.
Oh, we're about to
movies
argue.
ever.
We're about to argue. No. Well, tell me.
The one with her father. Right?
Yes.
I love
Wait.
that one.
Now
Ever.
wait. Now tell me, why is it the worst movie ever?
Because you wait the whole entire damn movie to see the alien and it's her dad. That's terrible.
No,
No,
you know why
that's
it's
actually
you know why
makes
it's
sense
you know why
because
it's not
it's
terrible?
not really an
Because
alien.
and
They
here's the
just-
thing. Even if it's not an alien, even if it is, the fact of the matter
Put
is
in the
that
comments if that movie sucks.
at the end of that film where she comes back and the regular world tells her literally everything was half a second.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, "Am I crazy? What's going on?" But nobody tells her that the footage
Like
from her
11
camera
minutes
was
or
exactly
something like that.
18 minutes. How long she said she was actually there. Okay, so that in itself makes you think like, okay, so when we close our eyes and we're not here anymore, what happens? Where do we go? There's something beyond this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that in itself, you can't knock that.
I already believe that though.
But the
As
thing
a-
is,
as a
I like
Christian,
that
I
it
believe
wasn't like
that
an
there's
alien
something
because
after you die.
Yeah.
or not even that. It's contact from somewhere else. So it's like it's
Trying
more
to think.
science.
Toy,
I
what-
don't know. It's like a science.
What are some of my
thing.
other favorite? I'm trying to think movies or genres that I like. Because I'm a weirdo. I watch a little bit of everything. New Jack City for sure.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Like all time, your go-to. I could watch this anytime, any place, any day.
Where's my brain right now? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Brokeback Mountain. That should
what I was
jump off right
thinking.
there.
Hold on. You trying to laugh? That was a good movie.
Wait, Donnie what? Not
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie
I haven't seen
Darko.
that.
Donnie Darko.
I guess I'm sleeping on the Donnie movies.
I know.
I never seen
I've
Donnie.
heard it. I don't think I've ever.
Donnie
watched
Darko is it's weird, man. It's throwback. It's like from the 80s, man. It was
Yeah.
good.
I've heard of it, but I've never
Yeah.
watched it.
Yeah, that's probably one I
so
could watch.
is
Everybody
there-
want to know who that is on the side? That's G Casa. He's been on the show before. It's an intern here at Rose City Studios.
You getting shout outs, man? Go ahead, bro.
What's going on?
Is there a movie that you would ever want to remake, to have a role in, or would you just want to leave like one of your favorites?
You know,
as
it's so funny.
is?
One of the ones that I when I first watched it, I was like, wow, I would love to play this character. Was Denzel in The Hurricane. Reuben Hurricane Carter.
It's a
like,
hell of a movie.
yo, I mean, true story. The range of emotion, and then even Denzel and Malcolm X. Like
But
you know,
so that's me. How would you feel about a remake? Like, because I know some people like remakes aren't always good.
you know, if you're
Because you
gonna,
know when you feel strongly about a
Yeah.
character and you really want to do it, but would you want to do
Here's
the
the
remake?
thing.
Like,
if they're gonna do a remake, number one, it has to be done right. That means you have to pay homage to the first movie. I'd probably like to see you bring some of the original cast back. You got to do it right. You can't veer too far to the left or too far to the right. I did a remake of Friday the 13th that some people liked, some people did not like.
Yo,
you
I
know?
liked it.
Appreciate it.
I liked it.
You know, it was-
I actually went to see that in the theater.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You know,
oh, this is really.
And it was a
dope.
reimagining, you know, of what could have happened or what took place at that time. So I'm not against remakes as
Ooh.
long as it's done right
right.
and you care about the project. It can't just be a money grab. If it's a money grab, sit down.
so just throwing this out there, he'd like to remake Hurricane. Just, vibing, throwing the good vibes out
So he
there.
want-
But here's
He
the
wants-
thing.
she
Here's
wants
the
the
thing.
internet to know.
I'd have to be several years older to play that.
Nah, man, movie magic. Maybe I got makeup
Movie
and all that. Movie
magic.
stuff, sir. Movie stuff, sir.
There's movie magic there, but then you can have a little,
So
a
here-
little bit of change and.
Here's a potential role they're throwing out for you in the comments. It says, looks like he'd be a good candidate for DC's Jon Stewart, Green Lantern.
Yo, okay, I'm gonna tell you what's so funny about that. Whoever said that, and I wish I knew that person to thank them, because that's one of the roles that I've literally been angling for a quick minute now. I've been talking about it for a while, and to just put it out there further, a good friend of mine who actually produced Friday the 13th, he produced another film that I was in, Into the Storm, Final Destination 5. He just got promoted to head of casting for DC. He's over it all, and literally I'm trying to sit down with him to talk about that character specifically, because I would love to get into that world. Yeah, I'd love to really get in there and see what's what with that character.
It'll be dope. I think it'll be a dope look for you. You actually, now that I'm looking at it, head type, Bill.
The Shape of My. Okay.
I'm a comic book fan.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
I'm a comic book
Okay.
fan.
I'm not a DC fan, so I really can't say anything about that. But yeah, head type. I see what he's saying about
Really?
it. Only because it's just because I look at characters and I'm like, their head's not quite there.
Okay.
And I look at the height too. like,
Absolutely.
That'd be dope.
because I love Olivia Munn, but I don't really like
Yeah.
her as Psylocke. I feel that was just the easy way out because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we just need an Asian actor. She's like the only
For what?
for Psylocke.
I'm sorry, we were having a side conversation.
It's okay. No
Toya
worries.
said she want to play
So-
Riri as the
Oh,
new
she'd be
Iron Man.
dope. Absolutely.
Well,
When I wear my hair big.
rumor has it, I don't have any inside information about this, but rumor has it Iron Man dies in the upcoming, spoiler alert, Iron Man
Really?
is one of the people that die in the upcoming.
Well, they're saying a lot of
Infinity
them
War.
are because their contracts are up.
So his
So they're not
contracts-
going to renew their contracts or something like that.
Yeah, his contract's
So
a
all
huge
the old,
contract.
so like it's
Wow.
what Robert
Downey,
him,
Robert Downey's gone. Chris Evans is gone.
Yeah,
like
I
their
know Chris
contract's
Evans
up.
Yeah.
saying peace out to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they only had to do so many movies and they've already
Yeah.
hit their movie limit.
And Chris Evans is kind of tired of playing the role of Captain America,
Yeah.
which is weird because
He seems so happy doing it though.
and everything
honestly.
else sucked donkey butt that he was in.
You know, I didn't necessarily like him initially as Captain America
I-
because of the previous movies.
Because of
But watching him play Captain America, I've learned to like him a lot more as an actor.
Right.
So
I
maybe
think
it's a
he's-
I loved
product.
him in
think-
Scott
I think
Pilgrim
he's
vs. the World.
fallen into the role.
Yeah.
And then I also think he's fallen into the role outside of the movies. So
Yeah.
He's been a great ambassador for the brand.
Yeah, I
Good.
think that's what's making me. I'm not a big Cap fan, but I think him being Captain America and then what
Yeah.
he's doing outside of the movies makes me appreciate and like Captain America more.
Absolutely.
Because before I'm kind of like, oh, I don't care about this guy.
He was almost like he was the Bourne hero. Almost.
I didn't care for him, didn't like him. So, but just him and his
They've done well with it,
personality
yeah.
and falling into the role.
Yeah.
I think they nailed it in casting.
Absolutely.
So I think they really did their job on that one. And,
Definitely.
I'd hate to see him go. I mean,
Who would you cast if you know?
for Cap to replace him.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing I'm not one just to pick no names. Like, oh well, we're just gonna pick big names or people that have
Yeah.
been. If I have to go to people who are in their first movie, their first commercial, whatever, as long as they can nail the role,
Yeah.
nail the look,
Yeah.
the person,
That's how it should be.
I mean,
that's how it should be.
if I was on casting, I'm like, no.
But you know what? Let me say this. I'll say this. Like, I think one person who I think is killing the game right now. Chadwick Boseman is dope as the Black Panther.
He
to me.
is.
You know,
He
like
is.
I was a fan of his work early on from everything he was doing. I remember when he did Get On Up, I was upset that he didn't get an Oscar nomination, in my opinion. because
Get
I
On Up
thought-
is
where he played James Brown.
right?
You know, I thought like he really embodied the role just as much as Jamie embodied Ray Fox. You know, but I mean,
No, they only give
not
him
Ray
one black
Fox,
dude.
Charles.
Ray Charles.
He-
Y'all know what I meant.
We know it. That's how good he was. That's
No,
how
so
good he was that he
Jamie
fell in.
became Ray Fox.
Ray Fox,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's how good he
exactly.
was. So,
Boom.
yeah.
No, they only giving one black guy for a biopic Oscar. They're only giving one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not giving another one.
But
I can't. Apparently, I can't do this. Apparently, it's cultural appropriation if I do that. I've been told.
You're not Wonder
Even though
Woman?
Wakanda is not necessarily a real
I can't do
place.
that, yeah,
You can't tell them
can't do that.
Really?
You cannot. It's
Cultural appropriation.
yeah.
I think you should talk about that in your next episode,
That's
man.
actually
You might
that's
wanna
actually
discuss that.
something I wanted to do with a couple cosplayers on colorism and
Yeah.
cosplay.
Absolutely.
Because we get a lot of flack because they say you're not dark enough to cosplay this character, and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? You know. And
So okay, like, and I'll say this, not to their defense, but just to play devil's advocate. I
Racist.
think I think what the main issue is, black people are just now getting black superheroes that they can get behind, and so it's almost. This is just my
I feel
opinion.
Nah, you're a racist, bro.
I feel it, but at the same time, I don't because I mean, as a kid,
But you should be able to.
I
It
didn't
shouldn't
care,
matter, you know.
honestly. I was just like, oh, Storm is dope.
Yeah, Storm
Yeah,
is
she's
super dope.
But she's like my second favorite character, and my favorite one's Shadowcat, and
Yeah.
then my favorite group is the Fantastic Four.
Shadowcat's whack.
It didn't bother me that they're white, I can't look like them, or I can't be this person. I was like, their powers are fucking sick.
Yeah.
And they're just dope. I didn't feel any type of way about it.
I mean,
And I didn't realize like, oh, this character is black or this character is white or this character is this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And then now it's everybody's like, there's no black superheroes. Like, no, there's tons of black superheroes. You just don't want to look them up and read them.
It's
and
not
you
even.
didn't want to
But here's the
support them
thing:
when
it's
they were
not
out
necessarily
there.
look them up or read them. We're talking about what's popular in
But that's the thing.
the.
They're only going to put out what people buy. If you're not going to buy it, they're not going to keep putting it out.
Yeah. So,
But here's the
You know
thing.
what I mean?
Can I wait? But let me respond to this real quick.
Wait. Before you get to that point, Blade was one of the first big comic book
Yeah.
movies to hit.
Yep.
And he was blacker than anybody on the planet. I mean, as the great
But how
Charlie
many
Murphy
people
said.
but how many people kept buying the comics after that movie? How many?
comic-
How many people?
I mean, the
kept,
movies were successful.
Low
the
key, he
movies
was
were,
a,
but
he's
did
a whack
but
comic
did
player.
people keep?
So here's the thing:
His
do you?
comics never sold.
Let me say this: do you really think that they're making these movies based off of comic book sales?
I don't think all the time.
No,
no.
Because
commercial appeal.
exactly because
It
I
is,
promise
it
you
is, but-
it is commercial appeal. They're not looking at comic book sales and saying, oh wow, this many people bought this comic book.
Yes and no. I want to say it's a little bit of it's more of no, not mainly because, but partly because Marvel didn't have many characters left to choose once they sold all their, they
Yeah.
sold most of their characters.
Right.
So they're like, this is what we have to work with. We have the Avengers. We have, this. So they were picking up all their unknown characters and we're like, we're going to try to market them. And they had a plan. If this works out, we're going to move forward with this.
Right.
And this. And so they even said that Black Panther was in the works when Wesley Snipes was doing Blade.
Right.
So he
Yeah,
was
they've
in
been
the
actually
running.
trying to cast
he
him for a
was
long
in the
time.
running for Black Panther. And there was a movie in the works to be in.
All those years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then
here's a
it
question:
didn't-
why?
it didn't
but
go
why
into
not?
fruition.
But why not?
Because it wasn't commercially
Right.
appealing.
But you know what? Right.
No, they said that
No,
they didn't feel the story. They did not like the way.
Don't buy it.
the
Yeah, that's
story
Don't
was.
buy it.
movie
That's
talk
bull.
for-
That's
movie
Wesley
talk for
Snipes
black
Listen
people
to me.
ain't popping right
he
now.
was trying it. They actually had.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
And
honestly.
And
Here's-
as good as Blade was, you can't say it wasn't.
Here's
They
the
probably just
All
didn't
except for
have-
Trinity.
here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this. I hope
It was,
hope it comes across the right way.
Nah, just go ahead and be as racist as you want.
Right now in entertainment, it's cool to be black. It's black is the new black again for some
it's
reason,
always
you know.
been cool to be black.
No, yeah, of course it's always been cool, but I mean in the industry, all of a sudden now, and the reason why it's because it's marketable now. It's a new market that they're finally tapping into to squeeze money out of it. In my opinion, you know, and I'm.
Castings come across and they're like, oh, when they want open ethnicity, we know for the most part it's not really going to be black.
Right.
Like
That's a
I just
fact.
went out for a role that because the person that I will be playing against is a black woman, I highly doubt that they're going to go black. Number one, the description says biracial. We want her to be as if we can't even pinpoint what she is. So I'm too brown for that. Like they are so
Right.
specific when it comes to black people. Like, yeah, we have our Empire, we have our Star, and all the other Tyler Perry. But it's like when it comes to that mainstream stuff, it's like, you're too brown, you're too black. We want someone biracial or not black at all. Let's go Asian, let's go Spanish sometimes. But black and brown, we don't really shine like that. And then Asians too. But for the most part, if you're white, you're right.
It's what's popular and what they can sell. And that's one thing about the industry that I've learned. Like you don't necessarily get to call those shots all the time. I wish more people would stand up and actually get in there and shake it up a little bit.
You gotta. It sucks because a lot of people do. I understand you would get discouraged, but I would be. I don't know. I'd be the asshole that would keep going like, nope,
No, I don't get
nope,
discouraged,
nope.
please.
But there's a lot of people that they're like that just like,
Yeah.
well, no, like no, I want you to see me and see that I could do this. Understand that
Right.
what do you need me to
And
do?
I'll say this too. That's why.
I'm still gonna do the audition, and I think I did.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go to the audition and tell them like, can you pinpoint what I am? You can't. So, and then you.
Right.
Yeah, what are you?
Well, I'm black.
No, but tell them. But that's what I'm saying. You would go in and be like, guess what I am? No, you're wrong. I'm
Yeah.
actually, I'm Asian. I'm
Yeah.
this and that. And they're like, oh,
But if you don't fit the profile of what that looks like to them,
And but
it's
that's what I'm saying. You gotta at least as long as it's in like you. That's how I am. You gotta.
no. By
get
all
into
means, you
their
plant a
head.
seed. I
Get into
completely
their
agree
head,
with
and
you.
I think if more people would want to do that, instead of just being like, oh, this isn't for me. I mean, I do that on resumes where I'm just like, oh, this job isn't for me.
But
I'm
you
not
know,
gonna
so
lie, my white
could-
name has got me so many interviews. It's ridiculous. I'm half Salvadorian. I'm first generation American on my mom's side.
Okay,
And
absolutely.
my name is Gene Van Horn.
Oh, yeah,
It can't
you're
get
fast.
any
Yeah.
whiter.
Yeah.
And then my skin is so light. So I tried, like, when I go in, you know, I try to use, like, interview voice. Like, yeah, well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. You know, a lot of smiles and, you know.
That's
But,
the perfect resume.
yeah, it totally gets me so much. Sometimes I get when I start talking, they're like, oh, this dude isn't white. And you could see the
But see,
change.
You know what I get?
Crazy.
You know what I
could
get?
see the change
You know
in
what
the
I get?
face.
I get you're so well spoken, as if I shouldn't be or couldn't be.
Oh, That's
That's what I get.
It's one of my
But
favorite
hold on,
jokes from Chris Rock.
Right.
Wait.
You articulate so.
But
You know?
want to know what's funny is that my
favorite
last
jokes.
name's
I'm telling you
Sepulveda,
right now.
Mhm.
and
Street name.
they call me in for my interviews and they're like, oh, so they're like, so you speak Spanish? I'm like, no. They're like, oh.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not a bilingual. I'm sorry, because they want someone who speaks Spanish, and they see my last name and they're like,
Wow.
you can speak Spanish. I'm like, I cannot.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not gonna happen. So that cost me. It does cost me a lot of jobs because in LA they want you to speak
Yeah.
Spanish.
Which is funny because when I
should've.
came
And
here in
they
the
see my last
80s,
name, they're like,
they weren't pro bilingual in the
Score.
80s. When I came here from Belize,
I
they
just
weren't
see
pro
them like,
bilingual
you know,
yet.
Are you sure? I'm like, I'm sure. Or they hire me not knowing, and they're like, there's a Spanish speaker on the phone. I'm like, someone needs to take this call because I can't.
You get
do
out
it.
your Google Translate.
And I'm
Hold
like,
on.
I can't, and they're just like, no. I'm like, nope.
You know, when you said
They're just, and I think they're thinking like, shit, we hired you because we thought you spoke Spanish.
we hired the token Hispanic girl.
They're like, no Hispanic in the office can speak Spanish, so they're just like, shit, another one. Another Hispanic that
Darn
can't speak
Americans.
Spanish.
Yo,
Another one.
when Arlen said, you're so well spoken, that is
Yeah.
one of my favorite Chris Rock jokes ever. You ever heard Chris Rock do that joke?
No, how'd it go?
So he says, like, he gets the same thing. You're so well spoken. You're so well spoken. He said, that ain't some shit you say to a grown man. That's some shit you say to a retarded motherfucker that can talk.
Right.
That
You know?
had me
But, okay.
dying, dude. That's one of my favorite jokes of all
See,
time.
this is.
He couldn't do
I
that
get
joke right
from
now.
black people.
People, it's
Yeah.
it's people are sensitive. I get it.
Yep.
You're what?
I'm too well spoken to be black.
Shut.
From other black
That's a
people
shame.
and
That's
other Mexicans.
horrible.
I'm not Mexican enough.
That's horrible.
So yeah.
Well, you're definitely not Mexican
It's
enough.
That's horrible.
So it's
They're just
you're
like, you
not
sound like a
black
white.
enough,
Yeah.
And then you're not Spanish enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
I've
that's
never had a problem with white people. They're just like, oh, whatever.
wow.
And around a black person, like, you talk like a white person.
You know what's so funny? We
Or
have
you speak
we
a
have that
little
in the
too
industry.
proper.
We have that in
like,
the industry where, and I'll speak for myself
Yeah.
first, where a lot of the jobs that I booked are considered mainstream jobs. You know, where they're not necessarily quote unquote black shows or black movies, or where I'm playing the token black guy. You know, so sometimes I'll go out for a black movie. And almost all the time, they will want to cast me as the guy who dates a white woman or a white girl, which is
Because you're too proper.
or something.
Too
Who knows?
artistic,
Or they're looking at my resume and they say I'm not black enough. Sometimes they won't even
Yeah.
bring me in for certain jobs. You know, which is funny because I'm the complete opposite in
Have
real
you ever-
life.
But have you ever tried to just go in, maybe just to fuck with them, and go in just acting completely ignorant and see what they cast you as?
Oh, they know you already. I mean,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
familiar with
Like-
all the casting offices here in LA, so they know you. They know what to expect. Literally, my manager has gotten the response. Oh yeah, we know Arlen. We just don't think he's right for this one, you know. And then I have to wait for somebody to either mess up, get fired, or ask for too much money, and then I may get in the mix a little bit. And then of course I get to show that I'm able to do the job. And then hopefully at that point they kind of still lean my way.
But see, I don't know.
That's
what
the
I think is-
industry.
it's weird.
That's-
No,
that's-
it's
it's-
weird.
It's either that or do some gay stuff, right?
Because as a,
I'm not scared of playing
you're
gay.
an actor.
No. I didn't say playing gay stuff.
Oh, you mean like in the casting office? No, we don't. No, we don't go down that route. Nah.
He's like,
Listen,
I will not
even
take
if it
that
wasn't
role.
gay,
Thank you.
nah, you don't want to do that, man. You never want to. Nah, don't go. If I tell you right now to any aspiring actors, whether it's homosexual activity
right in
or
the camera.
heterosexual activity, don't cross that line. You cross that line, and literally you are at the mercy of that person or whomever forever and a day.
Forever.
Don't do that.
And then word spreads.
And word
Like,
spreads.
you
This
get
person,
him,
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Don't do that.
Or get her.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your booty hole to yourself,
And your
Private parts. Keep your
Private parts,
to
period.
yourself.
women too.
and your vagina.
Keep your private parts to
Toya
yourself.
just did off
Why
camera.
did I say
She
women?
did. She did the vagina. That's. I guess that's her sign for vagina.
Oh God.
I just got told that it says something. Also, let me not disrespect hip hop for rap music. Hip hop surpassed rock as the most listened to genre. Then he goes, industry whites get mad, some hippity hop in this film, blah blah blah. He's talking about black people playing white, like in white movies.
Yeah.
They're saying they don't want the hippity hop in the film. Then he says he doesn't want to disrespect hip hop, whatever. Then he says, and that's why you can't do Wakanda Forever, Colonizer. That's what he calls it, Colonizer.
Okay.
It's interesting. Okay.
It's interesting that Wakanda.
This is coming from the darkest dude on the planet, by the way.
And
I just wanna let you know.
Also, it's Wonder Woman. It's Wakanda now, and what's the other one that it stands for?
Don't touch my boobs. That's the universal,
too.
like, don't touch my boobs.
Isn't that the going down the slide at Raging Waters?
It's a little bit. It's a little bit of everything. So I'm not sure why this is now surpassed.
But I'm gonna tell you here. I'm gonna say this though. You gotta at some. It's because it's taking so long for black people to have a proper
I think
superhero,
it's-
man.
I
That's
think
what
it's
it
cool.
is. It's
I
it's
thought
like
Black Panther
Blade was dope. Why are you hating on Blade?
no. This is different. Listen, Black Panther's beyond Blade, man. We have a
course,
whole
of
world,
course,
and
of
here's the
course,
thing: it's
of
not
course.
just that there's a black superhero. I'm talking about the black technology, the characters are all so different. Everyone in the cast is black, but they're all so different. There's no stereotypes. Everybody is different and significant in their own way.
straight
And normally,
out of the comic book.
what'd you say?
Straight out of the comic book.
You know what I'm saying? But and
Yeah.
the
that
thing
wasn't
is,
for the movie.
you
That's
don't
straight-
get that. You don't get that
Yeah,
in
I mean, okay, the
feature
story-
films with real people, and you definitely don't get that in superhero movies. You know, so to have it now finally here, I think black people are like, no, this is mine, and I don't want to share it with anybody. And there's
Especially
a
a
part of me that
colonizer.
they understands that.
The storyline is not from the comic book,
Right.
but the technology, the world, everything.
Okay, so here's.
is
Can I ask you a
straight from the
question?
comic book. So yeah,
So which character should I be angling for other than John? That's John Stewart is DC. So if we're going Marvel, which character should I be angling for?
Tell me to.
Riri is a great choice for you. Riri's a great choice for you.
I
The
have
only
to-
problem is she's like 14.
tall. Oh, she is.
Yeah, she's
She is
she's
young.
she's
They're
a
probably
little
gonna
tall, but
cast
she's like
someone young
14
though,
years
huh?
old.
Yeah.
So she's like Spider-Man age.
18, 19.
Yeah, she's like Spider-Man age.
Yeah, no, she's young. You know, no, yeah.
She's
She's
young.
like
That'd be the only problem.
she's
But
like
you
a,
look like you're 12. Stop it.
But not. No.
Yeah.
but she's
yeah.
like a, what is it, the
Y'all can't see her, but she's very,
you know what's so
very
funny?
beautiful looking.
You know what's so funny?
Kids, I can't
I was
think of-
asking what
yeah.
character I could play.
And then
I
he
just
was
wanna
like-
know.
I know. I'm trying to think.
We got it. She can play Riri.
No, 'cause I'm
John Stewart's a great choice.
Yes,
for
but
you.
I'm
But
going
he
Marvel.
said Marvel.
I'm trying to listen just in case. I gotta have other
DC's
options.
Not doing too well.
Till I get
The
there.
DC
Till I get there.
DCEU
Listen.
is not doing that great. So, but they already have
Fuck Marvel.
Mackie. They
I used to
already
work.
have,
I used to work for Disney. Fuck
Luke
Marvel.
Cage.
I'm not saying that.
I'm saying that.
Shoot.
I mean,
Luke Cage is
I,
already
I'm trying
gone.
to think.
I
They-
did-
they-
I did,
they
Somebody
did
said
a lot of
Steel.
casting for
I
these
did,
other
I did,
characters. I'm
I
trying to think who they-
I did Miles Morales for a little
would
bit
slap
as
the hell
as
out
the
of
voice
the person
for
who
Miles
said that.
Morales for a little
No.
bit.
Does he have to play Miles Morales?
Who says? Why can't he be aged up?
Oh, my boy does the
Because
voice
he's
for him
young.
now.
Who- really?
Yeah.
So he replaced me.
I'm sorry about that.
No, that's all good because
he's a
I
high
replaced
school
Donald
kid.
Glover and he replaced me. This is cool.
Yeah, yeah. His name is Najee. He was in Grown Ups.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, tell him I said I'm a fan of the show. Period. So tell him I say congratulations and he's doing his thing.
He voices it for the show and the game now.
Yeah.
Miles Morales, I think
He's
you're a little too old.
Who says?
Because he's
Because-
in high school.
Why does he?
Character.
We can fast forward. We can fast forward and go back
He's
later.
older than Peter Parker.
Peter Parker dies eventually.
No, they're from two different universes.
Right? There you
mix 'em
have
up.
it.
Don't
So we
mix 'em
can
up.
fast
You're gonna
forward.
make the nerd in me get really pissed off.
But you know what?
Yeah, I
they
can shave
brought
this
him,
off. Come on.
They're showing that he is part of Peter's universe. with the-
DC
the-
fans said
the
if you want to
uncle
switch, we don't want you as John Stewart anymore.
No, tell the DC fans I'm John Stewart because
So he said hashtag Arlen as John Stewart. Hashtag
gonna
Arlen.
look-
as
yeah,
John
why
Stewart.
not? Absolutely.
So we're
You know,
gonna
so
run
I
that.
have a
Arlen
buddy
S.
of
John
mine.
Stewart.
I have a buddy of mine who's an artist, and literally I commissioned him to draw a picture of me as John Stewart. And literally, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to push it via social media,
Tag
just
Boss
to
Logic.
exactly just to grab attention and.
Boss Logic.
Tag him on it?
Yeah.
Boss
You're gonna
Logic.
Tag him. See if he'll touch up the photos.
Okay, yeah,
and the
yeah.
artwork any
He's the
other
one
way.
who did the.
Because Disney's watching him.
Absolutely.
What's his name?
Hell yeah,
Just
they
and
are.
all of they're watching him, and they've reposted his fan made pictures of Brie and
Brie
Oh,
Larson.
wow.
and what was the other one they just they have Brie is what's his name's profile picture that Boss Logic did of her, and then their background is what is the background on what's his what
Sorry, I got
gotta
an
look it
eyelash issue.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm trying to think of what it is, but they have
He did the
here I'll pass
he
you.
did what the heck is Tyrese? He did Tyrese as Green Lantern.
Okay.
So he's a guy who does like
Oh,
he'll
yeah,
he'll
his
do like
Last
a
Supper,
concept
the
of
movie
somebody,
he's having
and then
is-
they post him up. Boss Logic is super dope.
So he does all like these. If you just want to.
Oh wow.
So he does like fan made posters and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Disney, they're watching him now.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, he drew
Or
or something,
computer.
and then he would like
He
give-
photos.
he draws it. So it'll be like a picture, and then he'll.
I dig it. I'm with it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So they're watching him because he's been doing this
Here you
for
go.
some years.
So as Marvel, there's not any good people left, man. You're done.
I think they've gotten so many.
So,
That's what I'm trying to
so
think.
basically, I got to carry DC on my back and make this thing happen.
I would say
I would say you
John
might- I'm with
Stewart
that.
is probably the best fit
Until they
for-
do a
for your-
Thundercat movie, then I can play
Unless you get
Panthro.
in on
Panthro?
Wakanda.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
They are doing a live,
I know.
They're done.
I know.
but they're probably gonna go. So this is the route I'm guessing they're gonna go for Black Panther 2. You know, everybody
It's only so long he can do Black Panther. Just throwing
there is because he's like 47.
It's
But
weird.
Black don't crack. He might be there
That's
forever.
true.
he's only
Yeah, because
been-
Angela Bassett looks like she's still in her 30s.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
this is crazy. But I think you know M'Baku.
Yeah.
He's actually a bad guy in the comic books.
Right. But the
So-
people love him. So.
Yeah, they didn't want to change his name. Like his name is Man Ape in the
Yeah,
comics,
yeah.
but they really wanted to steer away from that because he's black and it's like,
Right.
we're not gonna call somebody an ape in the film.
You're not gonna call a black person an ape.
Yeah.
So that's,
Right.
Yeah.
So
The H&M thing.
exactly. So M'Baku's probably gonna go the route of bad guy. Like he played like the hero in the moment,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he still wants to lead Wakanda. Like that's his thing.
Absolutely.
So he'll probably head that direction. Marvel.
I'm sticking with DC,
I'm a
man.
comic
Y'all been
fan.
trying to figure out Marvel. I'm
No, 'cause
sticking.
they-
Yeah, I don't
they
think
just
anybody
have
in
so many,
Marvel-
They have so many characters, but they're doing so much now that
Yeah.
it's. What's her name? What about not? Oh no, they already have Wasp and what's.
Your Wasp and Ant-Man's done. I don't
Damn.
know.
They're
Yeah.
they're getting all their characters. 'Cause Luke
You know what's so
Cage
funny,
already
though?
has his-
We can create new ones.
Yeah.
Really big name in order
Yeah.
for them to even.
Um,
Because you never hear about these cats.
but that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping and no, but you know what? No, they have the mutants back now. So now they have.
That's true. That's true.
Sorry,
They
that's-
they
there's
did
a
buy
lot of
Fox,
mutants.
which means they got the rights to the mutants back.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would campaign for that DC
Yeah, that I
They're gonna
will.
need,
because they're gonna need a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And they got the movie Green Lantern course coming out in a couple years. I don't know if they've filmed that yet.
Have them do that tonight.
Just go to Warner Brothers, walk on the lot, just kick in the door.
I'll just call my buddy and see what's good. Yeah. I can
Yeah,
make
just-
that happen.
Tonight.
Just go kick in the door. My buddy's security at Warner Brothers. You want?
I'm gonna say.
They've already taken.
I'm just gonna hit
they
him up.
they have.
That's how it happens.
I'll hit my boy up like, hey, look, man, my boy Arlen's coming through. Just let him in.
I'm trying to see.
Just
Like,
Wait till they show up at the office.
Yeah, just wait
I'm
there.
here.
Hey, ladies and
here.
gentlemen,
um,
right here.
let me see.
Are you writing? Do you write as well? or-
I'm trying to. Yes, I have written before. I need to do more of it. Actually, that's one of the things that I think every actor should do because you definitely want to create your own lane and try to make things happen for yourself.
Ooh.
And once you meet the right people, man, like the doors are open. You know, so everyone's looking for new content. You know, and I don't think there's enough work out there for anyone to sit back and say, yeah, I'm good. No, I definitely should be. Yeah, so yes, I am.
Okay. Somebody put in the comments. Actually, the Ruscalo put in the comments. Hop on Black Lightning as Static.
Oh, I actually read an article about that. It sounds like they're trying to go super young with him as well. But listen, I was a fan of the cartoon and the comic book as well, so that'd be dope too, man.
Interesting enough, the same voice that did Jon Stewart did Static.
Yeah.
Same guy.
I worked with him. I'm blanking him up. Phil Lamar.
Yeah.
Phil
From
Lamar, man.
Mad TV.
When I was doing Ultimate Spider-Man, I was a fan. He was there next to me, with the microphone doing his thing, and I was like, I'm standing here next to Phil Lamar. I already knew him from Mad TV, but then you realize that he's voiced so many different
500 characters.
Oh my gosh! I'll tell you guys a funny story. So when I call him Uncle Phil, James Avery was still alive. I went to an audition. The morning before that audition, I was up super late watching. I watch a lot of cartoons at night, and Rambo came on, the Rambo cartoon, and the Black General. I was like, "Yo,
that's James Avery."
That's James Avery." The next day, there he is at my audition, and I was like, "Man," I said, "I was just listening to you this morning in the Rambo cartoon." He was like, "Oh yeah, I've done tons of those things." I was like, "Which ones?" He's like, this is all I heard: blah 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 Ninja Turtles. And I was like, wait, who are you in Ninja Turtles?
Shredder.
And he said, I was him. And he did the Shredder voice for me. And I promise you, I got chills.
Did you cry a little bit inside?
I lost my mind.
Yeah, you fanboyed a little bit.
I lost my mind, man. I was like, oh my goodness.
Dude,
Yeah.
Uncle Phil. R.I.P.
So
Uncle Phil.
I was gonna say Bishop or Blue Marvel, but I think he's
Too small. I'm too short.
small.
Too small. I'm not
I know,
I'm not
I was
bulky
like-
enough.
I was like Bishop Blue Marvel because I was just I play a game in Blue Marvels on it, so I was like no.
Bishop would have been a dope character too, but yeah.
And I don't think they have him in Deadpool.
Not that
too, huh?
big.
No, he's not a Deadpool.
Not
dude.
naturally. He's gigantic. He's big.
Hey, man, listen. Sly Stallone is a little dude, but everybody thinks he's huge.
Angles.
Yeah, so they could do the same thing.
Angles and
Low key,
and
Chris, what's his name? Star-Lord. That fool's not that tall.
That's true. But
Yeah.
they don't got him taking off his shirt and that means I gotta.
But
be
you're pretty
I
cut.
gotta be breaking out my shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm sure Toya won't mind. You'll be all right.
I'll just wear a medium. Yeah, that'll work.
Just medium. Here we go with these medium tops again.
I know. Yeah, last week we had somebody in here with a schmedium too.
Just medium.
Extra schmedium. Yeah, twist. He had an extra schmedium on. Yeah.
I was like but they already did Cloak and Dagger.
They did Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I didn't even get that
I was gonna say,
audition.
They have so
Yep.
Cloak and Dagger, Black Goliath,
trying to
Black
think of
Captain
the
America.
Inhumans.
Black Captain America is not going to work because Black Captain America is
Anthony Mackie.
Is Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who I worked
so-
with too. He's a cool dude. He's a talented man. Anthony's
really?
Anthony's dope. Yeah, we did We Are Marshall together.
Oh
We Are
yeah,
Marshall
okay.
together, Yeah.
Let's see, hold on, I'm going
I liked
to the
We Are
list
Marshall.
now.
Yeah, it was a dope film.
It was a good film, man. We've been here for an
Oh
hour,
my god.
and I don't like to run the podcast much longer than an hour, but I would like to stay on. You don't mind
Give the
staying on for a
people
couple
what
more
they
minutes?
want.
Actually, we're holding our viewers pretty long tonight too, so that's good. Yeah, you don't mind staying a little bit longer?
Ask Toya.
Smart man. You are a smart man.
She hates that I do that, by the way. She hates
We
that I
all
do
know the
that,
truth.
by the way.
I'm married, girl. You ain't gotta lie to me. I know how this thing work up in
you,
here.
You know, let me explain. So, you know why I say ask Toya? Because number one, she was nice enough to ride here with me. You know,
And also
stuff
you're
like that.
pandering.
So I'm being fair about it. That's one thing we do in our relationship. We got to be fair. So with that being said, I'm not gonna extend the time unless she's like, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm
No,
good.
you're pandering. No, this is I want to snuggle later on tonight.
I
Talk.
don't have to pander for that.
You pandering.
He's trying to say he doesn't want to do this anymore. I think
Right.
I think it's him doing it, honestly.
Yeah.
And see this is teamwork. If this was going bad and I said that to her, she would know to be like, okay,
Yeah,
now we
let's
gotta go.
Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
My wife can't hide any of that. If we're in somewhere, she's like, no, let's get the hell out of here. You can see it all over her face. Face is like, let's get the hell out of here. If like church is going slow that day, she's like, yeah. Not even a bump. Her face it says it all. I'm telling you. No, I was pretty excited to have you on because Final Destination 5.
FT5,
right?
yeah.
that was my jump off. For some reason, I like scary movies. Like I like.
Movies
I
are
let
dope,
my nephew
man.
watch 1 and 2.
You let him watch
Did you
5.
see 5? Let him see 5.
No, he tapped out in the middle of 2.
No, here's the thing. If he saw the first one, he has to see 5.
He will not.
Make him.
He just turned 11.
Okay.
I had him watching it at 9.
He might be better now. He might be better now.
No,
With all the stuff on
he said he
social
was
media,
seeing
he might be
signs.
better now.
He said he was seeing signs, so I don't think maybe I shouldn't have let a 9 or 10
wow.
do it.
So he took it all the way
He wanted
in.
to see it, and then I was like, all right, let's throw the second one in, 'cause I love Final Destination.
Right.
Let's throw the second one in.
He
And he's
started.
like,
He
no,
started.
that's okay, Tia. I was
Death
like,
is coming
let's
for
do
me.
it. And so,
Wow.
and then he saw like the glass pane like smash the kid at the disc, and he's like, this is just disgusting. I'm like, dude, you play Call of Duty. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Sit here and watch them get blood everywhere.
It was too real.
Yeah, and he was just like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this. Yeah, I was like, oh, little pussy.
Yo, my bro kind of did something similar with his son in
Yeah.
Jurassic
He
Park.
asked to watch it. I
Really?
didn't force him to.
Yeah.
He asked
Doesn't
to
like
watch
dinosaurs
it, so.
dinosaurs anymore?
Yeah, my brother's son was about 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and he was super into dinosaurs. And my bro was like, "Oh, it's a great movie to see dinosaurs."
wow.
So he put it on, and the da-da-da-da-da, and all of that, and then
Dinosaur
everything.
to
It starts off very
And
like
then it happened. T-Rex
no.
showed up
wow.
and sauced homeboy on the thing, and it was over. He was like, "Ah, T-Rex eats people!" It was so
See, my
hilarious.
nephew
It was one of the
likes
funniest
that.
things ever.
He
That's
likes,
funny.
He's like dinosaurs. He loves Jurassic Park, all the Jurassic movies. He doesn't care if he's
So-
like,
so-
they just got eaten up.
So I agree with Arlen. Let him see 5.
Yeah, let him
He's
see
not
that.
gonna,
Plus-
he's not gonna sit and watch it.
Arlen doesn't die. Spoiler alert till the end.
As
Yeah.
soon as
Like
I
after
put
the
it in, he's gonna
credits.
be like,
AKA the
I know what
beginning.
this is.
Yeah.
He's like, I know
Right?
what this is, and he's gonna leave. I already know. As soon as I pop it in, he's like, nah, I know what you're trying to get me to watch.
But you don't die in the beginning. You die in the end.
No, remember, but on FD5, it goes back to the
Oh, it
first one.
does. It
It goes
flashes
back
back.
to the first one,
It's
yeah.
with the pregnant girl, right? Is that no?
Nah.
Wait.
No. No, it's with the black guy.
On the train.
Oh my God, I don't.
The
There's
bridge.
not very many black guys in the Final Destination franchise.
Me,
Michael
Michael T. Williams, aka Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump, that's it. It's only like
and Tony Todd.
there's 3. There's 3 black guys in the franchise.
You can't say there's only
There's
one.
there's Arlen, who's
there's
Belizean,
4.
who barely
There's me.
counts as being black.
There's Michael T. Williams, who played, who's aka Bubba Gump.
Bubba
So a lot
Gump.
of people know him for, Tony Todd, aka Candyman, and Texas Battle, because Tex, and Courtney B. Vance, because Courtney was in mine too. So there's 5 of us.
Oh,
Yeah, don't be trying to
so
downplay
one
black
per
people.
film.
Well, Courtney and myself were in mine together.
You see what I'm saying? So one film was an all-white film.
So you want more black people to die, or
Michael
is that
T,
what you're
yeah.
trying to do?
Yeah.
More black deaths.
Yep. Hashtag more black deaths.
Horrible.
I don't know about that one.
I'm trying to remember what it is. It's been a while since I've seen them. Like I'm trying to. They all are jumbled up to me
Yeah.
right now.
Well, ours is the last one, the latest.
I mean, obviously.
On the train. I mean, on the train. On the plane.
Maybe you didn't see it. It's so you know what?
all
It's okay.
together now.
She didn't see it.
No, she didn't.
She didn't see it. It's all right.
Are you serious?
You didn't see it. It's okay.
Construction worker, right?
If it didn't if you don't remember that it went back to the first one, you probably didn't see
I know,
it.
but I cannot get. It's been years since I've seen it. I'm trying to get like the whole story thing together because all I can think of.
So it
right
was kind of
now,
like it was a
the
prequel.
freeway one, the chick going into the.
She's digging that hole deeper.
So in mine, in my here, I'll give you the deaths. I'll give you the deaths. In mine, there was a girl who gets literally folded up like some cardboard in as a gymnast. There's a girl who gets her eye like literally lit on fire doing LASIK.
Yeah.
Real quick.
There.
Somebody said Texas Battle doesn't count.
That's my boy. Come on. You know Texas. That's
I'm trying to think of all the.
That's my dude.
I'm trying to think of
That's my
all the
guy.
gory moments.
There's
Remember,
my
old girl
buddy
getting
P-
her head chopped off in the elevator.
There's my buddy
Was it a
PJ.
guy? Was it a guy?
I'm not sure
Who
about
got their head
that.
chopped
There's
off
my
in the
buddy
elevator?
PJ. He gets done at the massage table trying to get acupuncture, and then the Buddha falls on his head. Trying to think who else.
Let's go watch them all again.
I get killed from the engine from the very first Final Destination 5 when their plane blows up. That engine takes me out at the end of the
Okay,
film.
That's what I'm that's.
And that's
Okay, I
how
gotta
that's
watch
how
them all
it
again.
brings them all
That's how
together.
it starts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the
gotta watch them all
catalyst. I'm that glue.
Die last.
So basically, if you hadn't died, the whole thing wouldn't have happened.
Pretty much. You guys are welcome.
Not only are the glue, you're the reason why all them people died.
It takes one person.
But how much money did they make? A lot.
They
It takes
did.
one person.
I love those films.
Nah, same.
Something
here.
about me, I like watching like low budget horror films.
What's your favorite?
But see, they started
Madman.
I don't think I saw that. What's
Yeah.
Madman?
It's an old 80s low budget horror film.
You know what I do on Netflix?
I like Trolls.
I don't know if anybody else does this.
Or
on Netflix.
Witches. Witches
How
was
they
off the
used to,
chain.
I don't know if they still do the ratings on it. I don't think they do it anymore.
No, they stopped the ratings.
Okay, they used to have the ratings, and I would look at this little shitty ass horror movie, and I'm like, 3 stars, huh? We'll see about that. And I'm just like, holy shit, this is like 1 star. I'm like, oh, or I'm like 1 star. I have to see how bad this movie is.
Yeah.
I have to see how shitty this horror movie is. And then it turns out it's a really good horror movie.
So you know
Like-
you're talking about bad movies. Apparently, I don't remember the name.
Horror
of it.
movies.
Well,
I
not
don't-
horror movies, but
If they're
There's-
bad movie ratings,
There's
like,
a,
nah, I
no,
need to see
there's a
bad
movie
horror
that
movies.
apparently is so
Like-
bad that apparently you have to see how bad it is. I haven't seen it. Do you remember that girl that came up to you in the parking lot trying to sell you that DVD? And if you Google this, I don't remember. No, it's a real movie. I don't remember the title of it, but literally they're selling it across the United States,
looking it up.
and they
I have a
made it
feeling
at
it's-
home by themselves,
Yeah,
and it's supposed to
but
be
the girl
that
that's
bad.
selling it, she's acting like, I'm really trying to.
It's like a pyramid scheme, but they're using it with a really, really bad movie, and people buy
Really?
bunches
And
of
they're
them
making
and then
cursor.
sell them.
You can see everything, like the cursor, someone trying to edit it, it gets really
It's-
loud.
yeah, it's-
You can see like the camera in there. The
And that's how you
boom.
make money. Why did I think of that?
For real, exactly.
I mean,
know.
James Franco got nominated for an Oscar for The Room, and that was based off of one of the quote unquote worst movies ever. So
They said my bro was like, Gene's favorite movie was It. No, it wasn't. I hated It. It made me scared of clowns.
even the remake,
I like the.
I didn't watch the
old-
remake.
Me too.
it was pretty good.
Or am I thinking
I'm not gonna watch it.
Attack of the Killer Clown.
Listen, for good reason. It was scary. I'll tell you one of the scariest movies I saw. The Conjuring to me was the real deal.
No,
I
I
didn't watch
did
it.
like
The Conjuring?
I also did really like.
I haven't watched scary
Attack of the Killer
movies, like,
Clowns with, the little
current
circus tent thing,
for a while.
spaceship
The
that they
Conjuring had
had
Toya curled
that
up in.
movie.
She was kicking the seat.
You hate it?
Wait, what?
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. Conjuring is the truth when it comes to scary movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It was scary to me, but I don't really like scary movies that much.
I love them.
I like low
But I
budget
had a
scary
feeling.
films.
I kicked the best out of him.
Low budget
Watch-
scary movies.
Watch this. It's a low budget film. It's Japanese. It's called Slashers, and it's hilarious.
Oh,
Is it scary? Or is it hilarious?
It's hilarious.
I don't know if I want to laugh though. I like to be scared.
It's supposed to be scary,
Yeah.
but you're gonna laugh.
Okay. All right.
It's about a game show in Japan where they put real people to survive these mass murderers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All
and it's a
right.
game show.
All right.
And like the people are watching, and they're like, "Slashers, super fun!" It's amazing.
I feel
Wow.
like I've seen that before.
not Conjuring, the one before it.
It's called Fangoria
The one before The Conjuring is Annabelle, I think.
And there we go.
with the little puppet thing.
Yeah.
My daughter watched that and was scared out of her mind.
Yeah. I don't like
Yeah.
And there's another one where like a girl dies or gets adopted, or somebody has a miscarriage and then they adopt a child. or
Oh, and
whatever.
that's right. Is that the one? Was that the
That's
one
a
where
scary movie.
where you're not sure if it's a little the orphan? I think where she's a
The
little
orphan.
girl or
The orphan
woman.
is it.
That was really good too.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
grown one.
scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, so, yeah. My
seen
daughter,
that
my
one.
daughter watched that and she was scared out of her mind.
The whole I hated that.
She watched it with my brother.
You think twice when you meet those little kids that are too grown for their age. Like, you've
Andy-
been here before.
Them Andy Milanakis looking like, you remember Andy Milanakis?
Yeah, of course. I saw him the other day on Hollywood Boulevard, man.
Did you want to punch him in the face?
Nah, he was doing music. He I was like, that's it. We were walking by.
I thought he was doing comedy.
Nah, he was doing music.
I'd punch that fool in the face. Yeah, most definitely.
Why? Why you gonna punch him?
He
I
doesn't
don't like him.
anybody.
trying to think who I would punch in the face.
Even though he says
If you got one pass to punch somebody in the face and it wouldn't affect your career, it wouldn't affect anything, who would it be?
I gotta think about this one.
Because on this show, I didn't do the PSA today because we were running so late.
Yeah.
But the PSA for this show is, if you don't like what we got to say, fuck you.
Okay.
That's
okay.
normally what we say at the beginning of every show.
One person to punch in the face, no cause and effect. Dang. Who would I punch?
I don't know, but I have a few, but I wouldn't say because because I wouldn't want it to come back.
Yeah, most
Who
definitely.
you got?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious now.
I could probably think of one.
Do I know them? Do I know them?
Heck yeah.
Why would you punch these people?
Do not like.
You see the concern on his face right now?
I'm trying to think who I would punch, man. I'm not a punching people in the face type. I just
I
tell
am.
you I don't like.
This person is an athlete, though.
Oh yeah, it's getting better. This is getting better.
It's an athlete, guy or girl.
Guy.
And I know this
Tell
person.
you guys after.
Yeah, we'll tear off the air.
Oh man.
I'm about to end the show because I want to know.
Dang.
One person. You know who? If I could punch one
Who?
person in the face
Like pee.
and just get it over with, just one person in the
Yeah,
face.
who?
Honest to God,
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Really?
Yeah,
I can feel that.
Yeah.
But out of everybody, no.
yeah.
Why Lil Wayne?
There's so many more that.
I don't like him.
You don't like Lil Wayne?
I don't like his music. I don't like him at all. No.
Okay.
He did.
Wasn't back like back.
Dang, who would I punch? I don't.
Just dead in the face. Just
So many. There's so many.
Man,
My list is
honestly,
so-
I don't know.
that's
I
that's a
really
very
don't
political
know.
answer. We don't like that here at this show. That's so whack. So
Who?
She's like, you know,
Who?
know,
I mean, I
you
think we'll
know.
all universally say this one person.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
He deserves
I
to be
take the
punched.
Ooh,
He
Chris
He might
Brown.
like
That's
it.
so
Wouldn't give me
good.
repercussions for that, though.
Chris Brown is so good. That's such a good
Are
punchable
you
person.
kidding?
That's such a punchable
No, I
person.
just play all of Chris Brown's music.
She
today.
did. She
It
did
doesn't
play.
mean that you wouldn't want to punch him in the face.
I don't want to punch him in the face.
Ooh, Donald Trump definitely.
That's an easy
Most
one.
But
definitely.
I take the repercussions for that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I thought was hilarious, but really, really pathetic and sad that this is where we're at in American history, is Joe Biden and Trump
Going back and
going
forth.
back and forth.
Oh,
And the thing is,
yeah.
yeah, Biden probably shouldn't have said what he said, but Biden's not the president or the vice
Right.
president anymore. The president shouldn't even respond
Right.
to comments like that.
Yeah.
I said the same thing when Obama and Michelle responded to Kanye's, like, I don't care how eloquent you write your piece to him, you shouldn't even respond it. It's beneath you. Like, don't even,
Former
So-
President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. That's what we say on this show.
That's why they're not
Yeah,
letting you say
so-
Wakanda. See, it's stuff like that, man.
But we treat the
It's
office with
Wakanda.
respect. We treat the
Yeah,
office
yeah,
with
yeah.
respect.
No, I'm just teasing, but I'm sure somebody will be like, "That's why you can't say Wakanda forever."
Exactly. No, but it's just like Trump. I was in tears laughing when I saw him. It was like, I'm like, Trump, would you really
Yeah.
though? Would you really?
Who
Like,
would-
I
I'm
could
trying to
just
think
see-
who I would
really could
punch,
see
man.
Biden
Who would you
knocking
punch?
his wig
man?
off.
Think
Like
about
that
it.
is just like just it flapping in the breeze and shit.
Especially because of all those Joe Biden
Who would I
memes too.
punch?
There's nobody.
I'm really trying to think, man. It's not gonna come to me till later.
Odell
Nah.
Beckham.
I mean, he does a lot of dumb stuff,
There's
but
a lot of douchey shit. Tell the truth. It's Michael B. Jordan, ain't it?
nah,
Yeah.
nah,
I
no.
would punch
I've
him.
known Mike forever and a day.
Nah, fuck
I
that. He
would
took your
punch him.
job.
He's so
He took
annoying.
that
Can't
Killmonger
take my
shit. I'm just
job.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
True. They seem like they took every black superhero spot.
Who would I
there's left.
punch?
Like, there's like even
Static though. Static and
I'm
John
talking
Stewart.
Static and
Marvel.
John
Oh
Stewart.
yeah,
DC hasn't tapped into their shit.
I'm not gonna front. DC has taken a lot more risks in comics with diversity in characters.
Yeah.
Until Marvel saw that it was major profit, and they started getting women superheroes that were
Has
major
Misty Knight
leads.
been cast already?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's in Luke Cage. You
I
never seen
haven't-
Luke
I
Cage?
haven't- I told
But you
the
know,
other
so
day I
funny
haven't
with
watched the
DC
Cage.
now, they have the opportunity
I thought
to
we
do
talked about
something a
watching
lot
it.
different just because
And I told
they're
you
on
to
the
watch it.
outskirts. That's when you can do what you want to do. You know, that way you don't have to go by that protocol of what you're supposed to do. You can do what you want to do when you're on the outskirts, man. That's the edge. That's what you want.
It's true.
Who would I punch, man? I want to punch somebody.
See, now you're thinking about it.
Let
I
me
mean, you can
think.
punch your friends. Sometimes friends.
Oh,
are
wow. Okay, I got it.
Got it.
I'm going to punch LeBron.
James?
James, yeah.
King James.
King James, man.
That's friggin' blasphemy.
No,
in here.
it's
What the
not.
hell is
You
the
know
matter
why?
with you?
I was gonna tell you.
That's who it was?
She was putting it in in your head.
Shucks.
Dang,
Okay.
you guys mind melded on that
Okay,
one.
so, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. So, I think LeBron, I'm going to give LeBron every credit he deserves as an athlete, even as a businessman, as a father. I'm going to give him all that. But there are times when I watch him manipulate the media with what he says, how he says it, and I don't care what you say. Because of his comments after that game, he got Draymond Green suspended. When they asked him what happened, and he said, I forgot how he said. He basically rewined about it. This is basketball. You're talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the championships. Play ball or go home. So with all that being said, in that moment, yes, absolutely. And that's not taking away anything from
Let
him
me
as
ask you a
player.
question.
He's a great athlete,
He's a phenomenal. He's the best.
But like, it's bad.
100%. 100%. You watch him manipulate the media in a way that is so obvious, but yet everybody buys into it, and it's not okay.
That's freaking brilliant.
It's not brilliant.
That's
It's
brilliant.
not brilliant. It's an abuse of power. It's
No, it
what
isn't.
It is. It's not brilliant. It's smart, but it's smart if nobody knew it was happening. Everybody knows it's happening. People just buy into it.
That's genius. That's how you know that it's genius.
You think Stephen A. Smith is gonna speak up? No.
No, he does.
But not.
I hate Stephen A. Smith.
He does. He speaks on
I
it.
listen to him a lot,
Yeah.
but I just hate him sometimes. I can't
would
do
you
his
punch
radio
him?
show. I can't do his radio show
So
too
would you
much.
punch him?
But listen, I wouldn't punch Stephen A. He's too, he's too well put together. I wouldn't. He just
So you
looks
can't
so
knock
cool.
his suit off of him?
Nah, I can't. I can't.
No?
I can't. That's like punching
know?
Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying?
You
I feel like
punch
I'd
Steve
be.
Harvey too.
I mean, I wouldn't punch Steve Harvey.
He's the one taking all the
I
jobs.
would knock.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's annoying sometimes. I would knock his hair back on.
You know what I'm saying?
Back on.
So you don't think Draymond Green deserved to be kicked out?
Not okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. If that's the case, if he deserves to be kicked
So I
out.
said Tiger Woods.
Oh wow.
Go ahead.
If Draymond Green deserves to be kicked out, we could have gone through the entire NBA and just started kicking out people left and right because people have done so many different questionable
But
things.
let me tell you though, he did it like 3 times that year. He's purposefully kicking people in the nuts and hitting people in the
I'm
nuts.
not gonna say that it was purposeful.
He was doing it on
Here's the
purpose.
thing. In that moment, here's the thing.
know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. That playback where he tries to LeBron tried to cross. Oh, he tried to do what Iverson did to Tyronn Lue. He tried to cross. He tried to put his sack on his head.
Yeah.
Get off me, man. That's
He
what
hit
he
him in
tried
the balls
to do.
though. A get off me is different than like swinging at the dude's
Nah,
nuts.
get off
First
me.
off, don't put your balls on
Exactly.
Hey man,
He
don't
tried-
be
he
down
tried
there
to-
by his
He
balls.
tried to sun him in the NBA Finals.
He did son him in the NBA Finals.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did because
I
he
would
got him
punch him
kicked
in
out for the
the
next
balls.
game.
Like,
You're
why
his
are
son.
That's a default W.
Why are they
That's
here?
a default W.
You're his son.
That's a default W.
He sunned him in the worst way. Nuts on the head and got him ejected for the next
Default
game.
W. And whined about it in
Draymond
in the
Green
post,
is now
in the
LeBron
post
James
interview.
Jr. That's how
In the
much he got
postseason
sunned in
interview,
that
he whined about it.
situation.
Absolutely not.
But now he's trying
You know what I'm saying?
to go to Golden State.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. That's
It's
what
okay.
I heard.
Draymond Green, just like they said in the Mean Tweets episode, looks like Donkey from Shrek.
That's a lot of checks. I'll take it.
Yeah,
It's a lot of checks.
that was his
Like,
his
I'll be
Mean
down.
Tweet
It's a
read.
lot of checks.
He read that on Mean Tweets.
Oh.
Yeah, you ever seen Mean Tweets
Yes.
on Jimmy
Yeah.
Kimmel? That was a mean tweet he got. It was like
I feel like they're all
Draymond
fake.
Green looked like
but-
Donkey from Shrek.
So, speaking of Jimmy Kimmel, I'm campaigning to get on that show.
Are you?
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
Apparently they.
You're already on this show, so fuck that show.
Well, listen. Well, we can all do this together if you want.
No, I don't want to be on
So
Jimmy Kimmel.
apparently, they passed on having anybody on the oath on the show. So what I want to do, I'm gonna show up on Hollywood. I don't know, who knows, whatever. I want to show up
and try
on
to get
Hollywood
caught on the
Boulevard where they're doing the little interviews.
interviews.
And I'm showing up with the oath T-shirt, and I wanted to, or something to say, Jimmy Kimmel won't let me on his show.
I'm down.
No. Jimmy Kimmel hates black people.
Oh, that's even better. That's perfect.
And he's like,
And then I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna plug the show so hard
And
that they're
make
gonna
sure-
have to have me
you know
on the show for real.
I'm down for
Make
this.
sure that you get
I'm
a
actually
group
down
of
for this.
people that take up the
That's what he's
whole
saying.
sidewalk
Yeah.
That's what he's
that
saying.
has that shirt that
Yeah.
says Jimmy Kimmel hates black people, so they can't just like we're not gonna talk to this person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Shit.
So
Why does he hate
when is
black
this
people?
happening? Let's do this.
Let's figure it out. Maybe let's do it next week. Why not?
That's a lie.
Next
That's
week.
not a lie. That gives us enough time to go to a silk screening place and get some shirts made.
I'm down for the
She
cost.
knows-
Yeah.
she knows it's
Silk
no
screen is
fair.
not a problem. I can do
Okay.
that. Yeah. This not a problem.
They wouldn't want
next week is my son's
No,
birthday.
this is free publicity for them. This is phenomenal. He's stealing kids' candy and putting it on air.
Yeah.
This is how you LeBron James
candy.
the media.
Yeah, I actually
This is
call
how you
it.
LeBron James the media.
Yeah, Lil Wayne the media.
Jimmy, why do you hate me? This
Yeah.
shit
Why
like
do you
that.
hate? Why do you hate us?
Each church should say something different.
Yeah.
So, next week is terrible for me
Okay.
because
What
it's my
works for you?
son's birthday.
Bring him.
Yeah.
We could have the birthday party on the sidewalk. We can tie this all in.
Yeah, I'm a. You
We
know
can
what?
tie this
Like,
in.
it's
You
his
could talk-
birthday today, and then you're like, why
Yeah.
won't you have my uncle on your
Yeah,
show?
we
Go
can
ahead.
tie this in.
You talk my wife into that, and I'm in.
Okay.
Talk-
You should
Now you,
have-
all
Talk
you
my
gotta
wife
do is
into
act
that and
like
I'm
we
in.
never had this conversation.
She doesn't watch the show, so she doesn't know.
Yeah, no, have Judah there with a shirt that says it's my birthday, and they're like, oh, it's your birthday. You're like, yeah, and then when you talk to him, why wouldn't you have my uncle on your show?
Straight up.
Like, who's your uncle? You hate the oath. What? You
Yeah.
know Judah will do it.
He probably will.
How good is he with dialogue? We need him to get this right.
He's great.
As long
He's
as you
great.
tell
Okay.
him, he's good at saying this person hates me.
Okay.
So as long as
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
He speaks very well.
He's
a throwback.
he's well spoken.
That right there.
He's well spoken.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a
He's very
throwback.
articulate.
Good. Good.
Yes.
For a mixed kid, he's very articulate.
This is the longest show we've ever done, so we're gonna wrap it here. Thanks again for being my in-studio guest. It's a pleasure to
Yo,
have you
thank
here.
you, man. I had a great time, man. This is wonderful.
But it's
I wish
good
I was
to
here
see you.
earlier now.
I know, right?
This was fun.
Okay, so indirectly or directly, it's my fault that he was late for the show. I'm gonna go ahead and blame those iPhones because my Pixel never directs me in the wrong direction. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did
You say
send
so.
I did drop you a
Shut up, Jen. I don't want to talk about that.
I said it worked. Okay, see, I was trying to have your back.
Okay,
on
I
this,
thought
but
you were
yeah.
gonna. I thought you were
No,
gonna salt
fuck
my
that.
phone.
See?
I
So
thought you
I'm
were salt-
guessing it was.
It was his
phone
fault.
that- Yeah,
It was his fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found her in the middle of Los Angeles.
Yeah. No.
Randomly.
Nope. Nope.
2 days ago.
Nope. Never happened. I waited for like an hour. Couldn't find it.
He's trying to LeBron James you. Don't worry about it.
Uh,
It's okay.
That's what you're doing?
Yep.
How dare you disrespect the king? How dare you?
First off, who gave him that title?
He named himself.
Who gave him that title?
Name
The person who
yourself.
named him.
Name
No.
yourself.
This was
LeBron
before
James.
he got to the NBA. Come on now, think about it.
King
Who
James.
gave him that title?
Nike. When they
That's who
signed
gave
that
him the
$90
check.
million shoe contract.
And that's how you manipulate the media, straight up.
So
Man, we
you
trying to
named
manipulate the media into
yourself
putting you in a Green Lantern.
Well, do what y'all do.
That's what I'm saying. Hashtag Arlen for John
your
Stewart.
name.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
Change your name to
Arlen
John
Lantern,
Stewart.
Yeah, you gotta,
Change your Twitter hashtag.
change my Twitter hashtag.
Change your Twitter tag to
Smart,
John
smart.
Stewart.
They're like,
Buy
what?
some sponsorships on Instagram. Let people see it. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
There we go.
Make
We're
this
building
happen.
a campaign there.
I'm with that. I appreciate it.
Arlen the Lantern. They're like, what?
Boom. That's perfect.
How you
Okay.
do it?
Just start wearing a bunch of Green Lantern shirts, just all over
Some
the place.
classics.
Yep, just a bunch of Green Lantern, John Stewart,
Get a ring.
Green
made.
Lantern.
I'll just start dropping like different Green Lantern quotes
Yeah.
randomly.
Get a ring made. Wear that
Yep.
shit. Like, that's a dope ass ring. Like, yeah, I know it is, isn't it?
I tried to get one of those for my
Exclusive.
wedding band. My wife wasn't having it
Wow.
Oh, damn.
because I'm allergic to gold. So like I had to switch
That
wedding
sucks.
bands.
White gold too?
Yeah, white gold is what I bought because I thought,
You couldn't just do it?
you know. So my wife was like, "Nah, don't do that."
I wouldn't care what ring mine was
Wow.
had as long as he had a ring on.
Yeah, and she's like, "No, don't do that," because I wasn't
Wear
wearing the ring
flamingo
for
if you
the
want,
for
I
the
don't
longest.
care.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, when you met me, I didn't have my ring on. Like I never wore it, especially during the
That
ocean.
sounded really weird, bro.
I just never
want you
had
to
it.
know that. Just let
It
you
only
know
sounds
that.
weird if you make it weird.
Nah, you were looking me in the eye talking about when I met you, I didn't have my ring on.
So-
okay?
So when I met Arlen, I was available, is what I'm saying. I was like, "Hey, look at him over there."
You could have shot your shot, but
Hey.
you didn't.
It gets like gator skin. Yeah, it gets bad.
That's a comic book character too.
Nah, I just made that saying up.
Nah, there's Gator, there's a
Gator, crocodile.
No, there's
yeah,
Croc.
crocodile.
It's Killer
Yeah,
Croc.
There we go.
yeah.
Yeah, don't. What the hell does the matter with
There you
you?
go.
Oh, yeah,
He's a DC character, so if you're gonna be a DC character, you got to get these names right.
Yeah.
His name is Killer Croc.
Listen, I just threw it out there.
What if they recast Darwin?
It's not a comic book movie. It's like a Kingsman. Recast Darwin. They killed him off though. Well, I don't know. They might get rid of that. But anyways,
Marvel.
my wife said no on the Green Lantern ring.
Rightfully so.
That sucks.
I felt a little bit slighted, but here's the
I like
thing.
that
We
name.
got 2 kids. If I have one more, I get to name the next one,
He's naming it Vegeta.
and I'm naming it Vegeta.
He really
Wow.
is. Stop
I
it.
like Vegeta, but no, not for a person.
Listen,
This right
Thank
here is
you.
the Vegeta royal family symbol.
Dragon Ball Z is the business,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna add a couple more little spikes, and I'm gonna make this our family crest.
Now wait, hold on. Since we're showing off screensavers, can I show you my screensavers? We're showing off screensavers right now.
Because it's not Dragon Ball.
I have a special screensaver because I'm a Ninja Turtle fan. Can you guys see? Can they see this?
Yeah, put it right up to the camera.
Can you see that?
A little bit closer.
You have freaking.
You got everything in the world on that
I got
stupid
that
iPhone.
Screensaver on.
You got
Hold
that
on.
stupid iPhone, and you can't see all the
Hold on, hold
wallpapers
on,
like
hold
you
on.
can on Android. We have an app drawer.
Shucks. Oh man, it's not working.
Yep, he's terrible.
There we go.
Oh, let's see. I have 2.
Hashtag Arlen as John Stewart.
Here we go. Can they see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's me
As
as Leonardo,
Leonardo.
and Toya as April O'Neil.
As April O'Neil.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Who did that?
So I wasn't able to go to Knott's Berry Farm, and she went and took my niece and my nephew with my mom to Knott's Berry Farm, and I begged her to get a caricature because I love these, and she was like, "No, I'm not. We're not getting any more of those. They never looked right." And she came back and surprised me with that. So I have to get it framed still, but it's my favorite.
Well, apparently, don't go to Aaron's Brothers for frames because they're hella expensive.
I thought you were gonna.
That's a throwback to 2 episodes ago. one of our, I got another host. He's never on camera.
Yeah.
He broke that frame that's right over there in the studio. Yeah, so now we got to pay for it.
$22.
It's $22.
For that,
Right?
Yeah.
That is not 20. I'm not trying to be mean.
a little bit of wood glue and you good.
Exactly.
$8, and you can get it from Home Goods.
Toya got this. She got it handled.
Trust me, I thought I was like.
Toya, don't break it
$20
more, okay?
pack.
No.
It
If
don't matter.
matter of fact, I'm gonna put her on camera and show if she breaks it anymore, you can forward that bill to Arlen Escarpeta,
AKA John Stewart.
You can put Home Goods. It doesn't have to be. Home Goods has like really nice.
It's not even like a real wood frame.
That was the way they would announce you at the
It's
Power
not
106 game.
yeah.
Tito,
Yeah.
it's like Arlen Escarpeta. I used to think it was Escarpeta, which is
Oh,
like
that's
it's
correct.
carpet.
You're actually correct.
Yeah.
I'm from Belize. It's Spanish.
That's what I
You're
thought.
correct.
And I was like, why are they always saying Escarpeta? And like Tito or Teddy
Yeah.
is Hispanic, so you would think he would have some kind of
It
flavor
depends.
when he said it.
That's how they say it here in the States. I mean,
And most Mexicans listen to Power 106. So
Yeah,
you would
but-
think that it. I mean, you always hear Charisma, and she's always like, "My Latinos out there." You know, you hear, what I'm saying,
Well,
like,
she's on
Yeah, but
90.
none of them
She's
say
on
both
92.3
of
now,
them,
though.
so-
yeah, whatever. I don't follow Charisma.
Wow,
Is she on? She's on Real.
Yeah, she's on a real man.
So she rode with Big Boy.
She left after Big, but pretty much, yeah.
You know, side note, that company went bankrupt.
What company?
iHeartMedia. They went bankrupt. I'll tell you how.
Giving out like
So what are they paying people with, like Monopoly money?
I don't know. But it seems like the gamble might have not paid off in the long run.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well.
because see, they won't talk about it, but I don't care. I'll talk about it. So Big got offered the same exact money to stay with Power, but he still chose to leave.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why did he leave?
like they were gonna match a contract. I think they gave him like unlimited use of the company jet, company plane or
Why did
something.
he want to leave?
Because they were gonna offer him more at first to go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They won't talk about it, but I don't care.
like a respect thing.
Might have, yeah, for sure. Big's a good dude. I like Big and I
They
like
solid.
E.
They're,
Yeah,
they're,
I like them
they're
both.
good dudes.
Both
It
good
was
dudes.
tough for me. I mean, because I get along with both of them. It's funny because now they're literally about 1,000 feet away from each other. It seems like, you could throw a rock from one building to the other. But, I
Yeah.
love them both, man. They're good dudes.
Yeah, have you been on either radio station since?
I've been up to Power just to hang out. Haven't done anything yet, but I did just do Big Show with myself and a couple of the castmates.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was good. That was fun. We had a good time.
I got to check that out. For some reason, since I stopped managing like entertainment
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
I don't really watch.
I'll let you know when
it.
it comes. It hasn't aired yet, so
Okay.
I'll let you know when.
Okay, like I don't even watch my own niece's stuff. Like when she goes on, it's terrible. That's terrible. But yeah, I don't watch it. I don't know. I just, you got detox from some of that junk
Yeah,
sometimes.
I hear you.
Plus, I come on here and I talk all kind of crap, so I do a lot of research for the stuff that comes on here.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one who does research here for the stuff that we talk about on here.
No,
Unless it's like comic
you don't
stuff
even
and she
tell-
already
you
knows.
Don't even tell anybody.
Well, Jen's been here for 4?
I don't know.
Jen's new to the cast.
First time I was gonna do it.
So I don't
He
really
was like, oh,
CC her on
this
everything.
is what we're gonna talk about on the show. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, okay, we're not doing the show. I'm like, okay, cool. And then the next time he's like, hey, last minute, do you want to go on the show? I was like, not
True.
really.
This
but
is all
alright,
true.
Whatever. And I was
It's
like, what are you
true.
talking about? We're just gonna wing it.
That's true.
And every time I've been on it since, it's nothing that weird until we walk up to the door. You know what? I like what we were talking about in the car. So
Yeah.
that's what we'll talk about. I'm like, no, what? Yeah.
Yeah, this is my show. I changed my mind.
No, it
Yeah.
works.
So
I like
he-
it.
So when he says he's the one researching, no.
Now they're real. That's why earlier I had a thing.
Don't let him look into your eyes. Somebody he wasn't wearing his ring, Toya. Don't
No,
let
I
him
got my
get
ring
you.
on. I got my ring on.
Don't let him get you.
That's how it happened to him. You know what I'm
He
saying?
tried to LeBron James you. Don't let him do it.
He's trying to tell you what happened. And see, it's all coming out now.
He's trying to LeBron James you. Don't fall
I
for
remember
it.
in high school he would say he's like my eyelashes got stuck together. And
It's
it was
true.
always, it'd be all the time his eyelashes were always getting stuck together, and he'd just be like,
Yeah, it'd be like, and I'm like, oh shoot, hold on. Yeah,
I was
it
like,
happens.
yeah.
hate to have those individual lashes.
People say that. Yeah, my daughter. Fortunately, my daughter has them as well.
Yeah.
So she was here earlier, but she had to go. Yeah.
Like, I thought my eyelashes were full in high school, and I was like, oh, but yours gets tangled.
What high school did you guys go to? What high school did you guys go
So
to?
mine are
Pasadena High.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm like, I guess
Yeah.
mine aren't that long since they're not getting tangled with each other. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. I'd trade if I could. Yeah, my wife says the same thing.
What you need to do is market that, man. Okay.
What, these eyelashes?
Yeah.
You know what? So I
Come
was
up with some fake water or
Damn,
something
we're
that makes
running
them
2
grow
hours.
and LeBron James's thing and
Yeah.
make some money.
Scam people.
Okay. You could be the king of eyelashes.
the
Make fake eyelashes.
You got
named
King
after your
James. You could be
eyelash.
King Lash. I don't know.
So, I actually used to be an actor. Like I went to acting school. I was about that life,
Yeah.
right? And my wife was like, "Nope, nope,
No ring.
no,
acting.
I was a pretty good actor. I had a great acting coach. Rest in peace, Bob Yothers, Tina Yothers' father from what's the show Michael J. Fox was on when he was a kid?
Family Ties.
Family Ties. So Tina
show.
Yothers is on the show. Her father was my
I
acting
went to a
coach.
taping of that when I was little.
Did you?
Yeah.
Pull up a monologue.
Yep.
I was pretty good. So the monologue I had to do in college for acting class was Sean Penn, and
Whoa. Okay.
and that was because of my wife. We were dating. We've been together, like I said, 17 years. So I was in college.
I watched them, meet and stuff. It was cute.
She liked his eyelash.
Actually, today is our
No, she didn't like
17-year anniversary. Today.
Oh, wow, man.
Today we-
Congratulations.
She's like, I'm gonna get her. I'm like,
It's true.
yeah.
I already did that. We're
Yeah,
already done.
he would tell me like every day like I'm gonna get her. I'm like
Wow.
Took
and
3
he would-
years.
And he would like literally walk her to class, take her stuff, and she's like, I finally told her I liked her. I was like, what'd she say? She's not interested.
Why you had to do that? That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. That's a true story. That is a
And
true
I was
story.
Beautiful,
like,
man.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
good.
And I was like, so, and he didn't give up.
Yeah, I don't like
He was
losing.
He's like, it's
I'm
cool.
not mad
it's
at you.
cool. And he still kept walking her to class, and she's like, I'm not going to date you. And he's like, I'm still going to be around.
You know what's okay? I even caught her with her boyfriend kissing in the hallway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did it break your heart?
No.
He said, I'm going to get her.
It didn't break your heart?
Nah.
He used to tell me how he's like, dude, she is so fine. I'm going to get
Yeah.
her. And I'm like,
But it
I
didn't
mean,
break your
I
heart a
don't
little
know,
bit that
bro.
you kissed some other dude?
Nah.
Because in your mind you felt like, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna get her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. You got the crazy part right.
And so
Crazy like a fox. I
So
guess
here's
it
the thing.
worked.
She was a grade older than him, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's like, I'm not, no.
no, so
So what,
I
did it
knew she
happen
didn't
out of
sleep
high
with him,
school?
so that didn't bother me. Kiss is a kiss. That's
Right.
it is what it is. But I know they didn't sleep together, so I knew he was trying to sleep with her. No. So she didn't know till I told her later. So that was like one of her first kisses too. Like she never kissed nobody before that moment, and
Dang, you
I saw
witnessed
them.
one of her first
I
kisses.
did.
That's
I did.
crazy.
I did. So I saw them, but he's the one who taught her how to kiss with her eyes closed, right? Because she would kiss with her eyes open, and that's like a no for me. So
He's like, "Thanks,
indirectly,
bro."
I'm like, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean, he never
That's
slept
how
with
you
her.
made
I've slept
yourself
with her
feel
multiple
better
times,
about the
actually.
situation.
Yeah.
That's how you coped.
Silver lining.
That's how you
Silver
coped.
lining.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Absolutely.
So yeah. What were we talking about before that whole
I
moment?
don't know.
Something about me and Arlen dating or something.
I don't think it was about that, but okay.
I think it was
Yeah.
the eyelashes.
Yeah.
Coming up with the scam.
Oh no, it was about acting.
Yes.
That's what it was.
There it was.
So that's how I got the Sean Penn monologue to do for my final in college.
Yeah.
Was I was supposed to have a kissing scene, and it was supposed to be an intimate scene because I would always do like funny scenes
Right.
or hella serious scenes. So they wanted to see me do like a romantic scene, and I missed the day where we get to pick like partners. Oh wow! And I got stuck with the other girl who just so happened to miss that same day.
Dang.
And they're like, "Yeah, this is the scene you guys are doing." Bam! It was a kissing scene from I don't remember. Some like I had to kiss her.
And this is just school?
This was school.
And they didn't do any like,
Nope.
I'm not just randomly kissing.
Bam. So my wife was like,
Background check, yeah.
my wife was
Background
like,
checks for this?
"You're not doing a scene." And I was like,
Were you guys together at this point?
we were dating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't married. We were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, and she said no.
Yeah, she's like, "No, you're not doing that scene." So I had to go to my teacher and say, "Hey, I got to do another scene." And he was like, "Why?" It's like, my girlfriend's not really into me doing a kissing scene with somebody else. He said, "Well, you're an actor, bro. Like, that's what you're going to have to do." Man, hold on one sec. Hello? Hey, you good? What's up? Oh, yeah, Coach Mack passed away, bro. I'm on air right now on my show, but I saw you call twice, so I'll call you back. Yes, sir. All right. Sorry, it was my best man at my wedding, but he called twice. He's a firefighter,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh shoot, let me
No
answer this.
worries. Absolutely.
But yeah, my wife, she knowed me down on that thing, so I had to go explain. He said, "Okay, cool. You're gonna have to do Sean Penn in Dead Man Walking." Wow. And I was like, shit. Because it's Sean Penn, man. He's one of the best actors of our time.
100%.
And I love that movie. And I was like, I mean, I know every single word of the scene, but
It's
that's a
Sean
hard
Penn,
act
yeah.
to follow. So I did good. I got an A minus.
And you got your wife still.
And I got my wife.
It
still.
worked out.
Yeah, and we got 2 kids. So
There it is. I think you can just cross. Go ahead and cross.
yeah, you cross right there. You're not on camera, on air right now. The camera's facing this way. When you come back, though, I'm gonna have it on that side. But yeah, that was the whole thing, man. And from that, I was like, because I was a boxer at the same time too,
Yeah,
so I didn't mind giving up one of the things I wanted to do as long as I could do the other.
absolutely.
And
She's like, you're not gonna be kissing people in boxing.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I stuck with boxing. I did fairly well in the amateurs, and I turned pro, and then I got in a car crash. so that's how that ended.
That's crazy, man.
Yep.
I know you were a boxer.
Yeah. Long time.
Wow.
You can't tell from the boxer body.
Not anymore. This is a box
Not
body.
with those number one from
Yeah.
In and Out with what is it? Mustard
fried.
fries.
Yeah. The mustard fried, they give you pickles inside.
I'm not a big pickle fan.
Inside
Yeah.
the
I don't like
burger
pickles.
or on
Yeah.
top of the
Like
what?
inside the bun. It's delicious.
I don't like pickles in my
It's delicious.
Like
Delicious.
they fry the pickles?
No, they dip the patty in mustard and then they fry it.
Oh.
Like then they cook it.
Eh,
It's bomb.
eh.
It doesn't sound
It's delicious.
amazing.
And you can get this with any one of the.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try it.
And it's so good. So good.
I'll try it.
We'll end the show on that note, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, special guest, Star. And I say Star because you're the FBI agent, so most people think that the Star would be the guy who's in the Ravens already. And they thought that he was the Star. But in my opinion, the guy who's infiltrating like Donnie Brasco
Yeah.
is the star of Donnie Brasco.
I'll take that. Why not?
So you're the Donnie Brasco of The Oath,
Yeah, that's right.
which makes you the star of the show. In my opinion, and in probably everybody else's opinion now, having seen you, heard you, just 100% real. This was just, friends talking.
Off the top.
And that's kind of what I like to do here at the show. But thanks for coming by, Mr.
This was fun, man.
Arlen Escarpeta. We'd love to have you back.
Escarpeta. I thought you were going to say it right.
I mean, I like to say it for my white audience. There's a lot of white people that watch the show.
Escarpeta. For the colonizers, Escarpeta.
Yeah, but Escarpeta.
Belizeans, Escarpeta.
Real quick, any shout outs now that she's out of the room? I'm just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time.
You've been listening to the What Happens When podcast. Tune in next time to find out God knows what.